cessation of the life process.
I did
Yeah.
when with the cows, the beef cows that lived next door. We just choked them to death.
Oh yeah.
Hello, YouTube.
Just
With our bare hands. Yeah. That was how we did it.
That must have been hard when you were a little kid and you had to like hang off their neck instead, just give them a big old hug till they died.
Those hella
like,
forearm muscles.
Jesus Christ!
Papa,
I can't believe
can't-
the video is starting with this.
You get
There's
that.
worse things you can start with.
Papa, can't we shoot them or cut their throats? No,
fucking
you gotta
infinity gauntlet.
Cost money.
You have to wrestle to them to the ground and choke the life from them.
You can't feel their pain that way, son.
Yeah.
The pain goes into the meat.
The best
Boy,
beef comes from the murder.
Yeah, shove your
veal tastes
thumb
so
into
good.
its ear until you scramble the brains.
Good lord.
Ew.
Father, can't we use a garrote? No. Use bare hands.
Father,
Your forearms are the garret.
why are we
your
out to
fingers
this
are
empty
a
lake, Father?
These fingers are a death sentence.
Ken, are you back to being vegetarian, or you?
Does it sound like it?
I just
Were you
curious.
ever a
You
vegetarian?
were. Yeah,
Yes.
you were. Mm-hmm.
God. So would you just murdered
Yeah, for
animals
like
for
a year.
fun?
Yes.
Like,
Profit.
what's it? I became
Yeah.
a vegetarian just so that
I
would
was
live the
I was so
pure
upset that I was
joy.
a vegetarian. I just went out and killed a living thing every day.
It was the only way to balance it out.
Yeah.
This guy adopts a cat like every day. It's starting
Yeah.
to feel really
Raz has
weird.
actually been a series of like 13 animals.
Yeah. I'm starting to think we shouldn't let
Oh,
this guy adopt
well,
it anymore.
Zuzu, if you had watched
Mm.
my cooking show that I sent to many of you,
Yeah, I
if you
muted
do
that
it through
because
via
it kept ringing
Snapchat-
during dinner.
If you do it through Snapchat, I basically don't use any social media anymore.
Hmm.
So
Make me
if you
quiet.
want to show me videos, you can send it through the messenger or
that
just
would
via text.
be. I can't send it to you and all 30 people that
It's true.
Oh, that's
I-
fair.
Snapchat.
Literally,
does
the
suck,
point of
but-
Snapchat is
Yeah.
No.
to
And then also my shenanigans won't be saved, which
I
is
wonder
And,
why
yeah, I
you're
was gonna say
fucking
also, so you can't save
exploding
them.
my phone. I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this is like the 17th Snapchat in an hour.
Yeah, it was the first episode of Black Metal Kitchen.
Oh,
Okay.
I was
well,
making
So
chili.
your new YouTube channel?
Well, so
yeah, you should do YouTube. I'll support you there.
you're wearing the Norwegian death metal like black face.
Yeah, I need corpse paint.
So
All
it's
right,
not
so
that
your
I'm
first step
ignoring
is you gotta
you.
find the happiest cow that you can.
Yeah. No, one of the gags I did was coming into my room with a oven mitt on and grabbing my cat as the final ingredient.
Wait, you
course
actually
you
like
need
recorded
something.
like a little skit? Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a series of Snapchats.
Oh shit, man, that's awesome. You should put
You
it on
should be on
YouTube.
TikTok.
He clearly
I
didn't
can't
watch
because
any
it's
of
not
them.
saved.
Let's-
I don't. I also
sent it
don't
to
check
most
Snapchat.
of you.
I mean,
Anyways.
I don't
I
believe in
Remember
it.
being included,
Just-
and after about the 17th one, I had to mute you because we were eating dinner. And in
Yeah,
my
it was a
pocket,
lot.
My phone
Well-
is just like every 10 seconds. As Tanner records another clip of himself. I'm like, oh
I
my
felt
god,
popular
Tanner.
though. That was nice.
Yes. Yeah.
So anyway, I am ready to dive in if you guys are.
Ready
I don't
to
remember how to
die.
play this game.
All right.
There is a
this the
few
one-
little housekeeping things to take care of. Tanner, I have changed how madness works in the game. That I put that in Discord, but I'm just going to say it again here for posterity. You will have to reach -11 before you get another madness, because I went back and kind of read through this and I realized that making you like roll for it every single time you lose sanity after being negative is really fucking harsh, and you'll stack up a lot of madness really fast.
Yep. It gets nuts.
So you are still at just the one malady, but you are at -3, I believe.
I mean, he's pretty mad, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, a total mad
He's-
lad.
he's legitimate. Well,
Mothers
okay.
Against Drunk Driving.
Yes.
Ha ha
That's
ha.
definitely what it
I prefer damn drunk drivers against mad mothers.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Jesus.
I also made a painting handout for Xenesis's painting of her father that she has in her backpack.
My father's so handsome. That's where I get my looks, guys.
It's true. I also made a handout
fun.
for the tome that you found under the stairs in the attic of the Undiamede house.
Right.
So those are available to you in your inventory. I will just pop them up for you for fun.
Boy, I would not trust that book.
Yeah.
What? There's all kinds of fun secrets inside.
I think the main
Yeah,
problem
okay,
with
Cenobite.
that is that it inspires like a horrific just flurry of terrible puns from you and Tanner
Yep.
about me trying to lock it up, and I had to pitch it into the bottom of the sea
Unfortunate.
just for our own sanity.
Yeah.
Havelock threw that book lock
If you think about it,
in a
like
lock.
anytime we hear Darp describing something, that's sort of like the voice of God describing what's happening in our minds. And whenever we're talking out of character, it's almost like our intuition about each other. So when Havelock looks at this book, he hears the voice of God and Illic somehow annoyingly making puns constantly about
I
this
think
book.
the
Somehow
puns are the dark
Elix's-
whispers of this terrible tome.
Somehow set to a
creeping into
Lizzo
my
song.
psyche. Oh man. I didn't actually throw it in the bottom of the sea.
I know.
Probably prudent.
Just being totally clear.
I'm upset at the magical painting that's not magical.
Well, it did not
There's
detect as
something
magical.
extra dimensional or something about it. Because
Hashtag super funky.
It magic, not magic.
yeah.
You know,
I
like,
will point out that there are various ways to conceal magical auras.
Plee doesn't know that.
I know that.
Is there a spell called Detect Concealed Magic?
No. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Okay.
I sense motive on the painting to see if it's lying about its magical nature.
So, when we last left off, you guys had started hearing bizarre questions in your head coming from this strange brain-like entity with kind of like tree roots for legs and like these two like tendril arms that kind of wave up in the air, all like they're kind of like smelling the air around it. And then as you guys got closer, a few of you started witnessing kind of grotesque renditions of your past playing out over the surface of its body. Just sort of like faces of people you knew and bad memories from your past and just your heads in general. And everybody passed their saves on the scream that happened after Plee charged it. And then once Plee got close enough to see it better, the scenes kind of became more vivid. And we kind of left off there, and I didn't get to describing the rest of that because he failed his save on that.
I do have in my notes that we found a question boy, which is what I've named the creature because I don't know what it's called.
Sure.
Question boy.
And that I currently have, question boy, BOI, not BOI.
Of course.
And I currently have a -2 on attacks while I look at it.
Correct. You have -2 on attacks because you looked at it. I don't think it is for the duration of looking at it, but I'll double check that.
Well, if I don't look at it, I'm blind, so.
Oh, I remember now. It asked us how lobsters fuck barn.
Yeah, crustaceans. How do they propagate with barns?
Yes.
Was one of the questions.
Yours isn't as eloquent.
I will run through the rest of those again as well, because he's probably not going to repeat all of them. But the unsettling appearance effect that he generates, it is indeed, the save is triggered by looking at him. So you could treat it as a gaze effect if you wanted to, and I would allow you to close your eyes because you technically couldn't see him. So that would be fine. It's not going to like get rid of the fact that you saw him.
blind fighting.
I mean,
Oh, actually, no. It specifically says while looking at the fungus.
Yes.
yeah, it feels weird that I would write down while looking at it instead of just
Yeah,
-2
no,
attacks
you're
against it.
absolutely correct.
So do you have to make a save every round, or is it?
Anytime you're looking at it. So if you look at it that round, you will have to make a save, and it will affect you for the remainder of the round. So
So it's
basically,
kind of like it's a built-in
beginning-
permanent
Yeah.
prayer.
Just
beginning
for
of your
ease.
beginning
Kinda
of your
just do
turn,
while
you'll
you
make a
look at it.
save. If you pass, you're fine, and if you don't, then you take a -2 for that round. Simple enough.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Okay, so the questions he asked, he started with how do crustaceans propagate with barns? Why are 3 ears better than 7? What is the orbital declination of the lilac star when sea snails cry beryllium tears? Then he also asked the harmony of swans. Why does the woman live in glass? I think that was the last one he kept repeating.
Could we have that like written out somewhere so that I could?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have notes.
So is this like addressing me? So when he says Harmony of Swans, that's Swan Song, that's Havelock.
Could be.
Why does the woman live in? Okay, who else does it apply to?
Ah.
It could literally be swans. We have no idea.
Wait, then who does the crabs propagating apply to?
Well,
I don't want to talk about it.
Who's got crabs?
Aw.
Which one of you?
We weren't in Carrion Hill that long. You can't have caught anything too bad.
It does seem like some of it is nonsense, and some of it is him trying to communicate with you and sort of failing to make sense.
Why is the woman trapped in glass?
I guess we'll find out.
Chris, I don't think you understood my question.
He
Would you
didn't.
be able to type out the questions?
I did
so that-
answer your question, actually. Because I said if you have notes, then you will have them. I'm not
Okay,
gonna,
so you want us to write them down?
Yes, I'm not going to provide these.
Well, you said them too fast for me to write them down now?
Well, they are in YouTube form,
Gotcha.
Ah.
so there will be that. The reason I'm not going to provide them is because some of them I've typed up myself, and there are various notes throughout them that would be a little difficult to separate. I can give you that later. I don't think it'll be faster really than you writing down notes. But I will if you want me to.
You can
No,
send
I
them
mean-
my way too, and I can write them up for people.
All right.
Okay,
That would be
so we left off with the bull rush happening. Plea failed his save, took his -2 on attack. The creature got pushed back, and that was a what? That was like almost like a readied action surprise round situation.
Yeah, that went off. The
that was a
initiatives for
readied
me aren't in
action.
order yet. At least I don't think they are. Is anyone else
That's
seeing them?
correct? I had you
Okay.
guys roll, and I don't think we sorted them, so that's sorted
There we-
now. Sorry, this is a little bumpy because we kind of started a
It's-
combat and then didn't dive in.
Played for like a month.
I mean, what kind of DM would end a session right at the beginning of a big combat?
You know, the
One
DM
who
who
needs-
listens to his players when they tell him that they're tired and don't want to do it.
The joke was that I did literally exactly that last Rise of the
Mhm.
Rune Lords.
He's
Oh.
trolling you.
I was trolling him back because he was the one that asked us to stop.
And
Okay.
it's hard to detect.
Two
So
trolls.
I think Leopold had.
I'm gonna burn you both because I am tired of the troll.
That's fine.
Because it stops the regeneration.
Haha.
Yeah.
I believe
We killed Tanner.
Leopold had wanted to fire at the creature as well, but I don't think you can actually.
I think I could hit it just because there'd be.
I don't know how good you can see it.
I can see it. It's just, there's plea in the way. It got knocked out of my sight. I don't know what's actually going on with it.
Right.
And his action went off before mine, so I'll just succeed him to having done, and then just have my turn when it comes around.
Okay.
Besides, honestly, I'd probably shoot plea.
What happened to Plea when he
Drag my life.
walked up to it? Or we don't know what this gaze does. We just know it's
Correct.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Plea doesn't make any noise for you to really discern his reaction, short of seeing him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What did I see? Can I see like how he reacted from where I am?
I think you could see him, like, you would have seen Plea bull rush the creature and push it back, but you would have seen, like, some hesitation in his steps as
Okay.
he moved towards it.
All right.
So he'll slow down a little bit, but then he'll, like, regain his resolve and charge the beast anyway.
Sure.
And I think we'll pick up with Havelock's turn, and I'll get the music going, and we can dive in.
Okay. I think I cast Keen Edge at the beginning when we got down here, right? Or
I think you cast it before last combat.
yeah.
Before you fought all this.
I assume it's probably still active because it's like an hour and a half long
Yeah.
spell. Now.
I have freedom of movement for 88 more minutes. I have minutes. So.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. Okay, Havelock. Look, Havelock's an Inquisitor, dude. He's basically a fucking paladin, so he's gonna rush in. I guess actually, Please kind of in the way.
Test.
I think he's
Test.
gonna move.
Test. Dix.
That's 20 feet.
Dix.
I can't stand here. I'm assuming, Chris. This square, right next to Plea.
You can get by him. Yeah, I think I would say that probably squeezing in that space.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm going to run there, and then I can't get extra move action. Yeah, I'm gonna run up and then dimensional hop as my second action.
Okay.
To get to here. So I'd use 15 feet of dimensional hop.
Okay.
To land behind it.
Let me verify that he doesn't have reach or anything.
I also don't remember why I have this mind squiggle.
Does your dimensional hop trigger AOs or anything?
It does not.
Okay.
It's like a blink
Transmission.
or something.
Yeah.
I still believe the noise it makes is just.
That should be it. For me?
Oh, interesting. I don't have the creature's turn in there.
It doesn't get one then.
Beat it up! It's a pinata!
Fleshy,
Before the
fleshy
DM
pinata.
noticed it.
Smash it!
Okay. His initiative is 23. Okay.
His initiative about to get dumpstered.
Why the music stopped? Dumb.
Dumpstered.
I still hear it.
I still hear it. I don't know what you're talking
That
about.
sounds good to me.
Okay, so Havelock, you blink behind the creature, and then what do you do?
That's my full turn.
Oh, alright.
I had to move, and then I didn't have enough movement to dimensional hop. Dimensional hop is a move action, but I couldn't just. It would have been a waste to use it all.
Does it still count as moving a threatened square if you're in one? Like leaving a threatened square?
It doesn't say. I know that. Well, dimensional hop doesn't trigger AOs, period.
Okay.
Is what I had read. So if I had entered a threatened square and then dimensional hopped, that should not trigger an AOO.
Okay. That was what I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay. So you run up to the creature and blink behind it right after Plea has like pushed it down this hallway. And I'm gonna need you to make a will save. As the visage of your sister dying kind of bursts out of the creature's body, almost like a blister popping, and like the apparition that appears in the smoke is the image, like a more clear image of your sister dying. That's also super gross. Okay, you save. Shake it off.
Joke's on you, pumpkin thing! That's all I've been thinking about for years! I'm a tortured character!
Grapes can be plucked from the spine.
What the fuck?
What?
Okay.
I believe that was a.
Xenesis.
That's a voice.
Uh,
I didn't understand what it even said.
grapes can be
Grapes.
plucked from the vine.
Okay.
Spine.
From the
actually.
spine.
Oh, spine. Oh, that was close. Alright, I suppose I'll move. Hesitantly.
Grapes can be plucked from the spine.
Alright,
I didn't know it knew
I'm
Tanner's
there.
new black metal sound.
Grapes can be plucked from the spine.
All right, Xenesis. You are probably close enough now to see the visage of your mother dying painfully from disease play out over its surface. So I need you to make a will save for me, as her face gets covered in boils.
see, I feel like that wouldn't disturb me because the way I saw her die anyways
That's
was
not
pretty
how this
sad.
works. Make a will save.
It doesn't bother
It
the
doesn't
shit
bother
out
you.
of me.
You're right. What do you do?
I've moved. Can I, in this position, aid another with my quarterstaff?
To make him more difficult to hit?
Yeah.
Certainly.
Okay, I do that.
Okay. Our good friend Greg's turn.
Is that what we
Question
named him?
boy.
I've decided that he's Greg for now.
Cool.
Let's see. He has now been pushed, and now he's being flanked. And I don't think he's super excited about that result. Let's see. During combat.
During combat, the pumpkin creature just gets fucking wrecked between two beef boys. That sounds.
Oh,
I've seen that video.
Beef Boys. I want to
sounds
see
different.
that.
It's called Rampage.
I should have thought that sentence through.
Yeah.
Tendrils
I'll
plucked.
spit roast this motherfucker.
Yeah,
enough
let's
holes.
have gay sex.
Hey, you don't know its gender.
Hey, let's have
It's not gay if it's
non-
three-way.
binary sex with it.
This trans-dimensional fuck fest.
Why?
Whoa, trans-dimensional. Let's watch our language.
Whoa! Jesus.
It currently
Sometimes.
identifies as corporeal.
Sometimes weeds must be plucked from the attic.
Does it keep changing
Sometimes-
voices? Or
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes weeds can be plucked from the attic.
And it will attack both Plea and Havelock with its tendrils.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, and it's gonna bite one of you
I love these voices.
because it's high enough
Doing
level.
great.
So I think it'll bite Plea because he's the bigger threat at this moment. Yeah. So 23 to bite Plea. I don't know if that hits actually. I don't think it does.
I don't think it does either. Maybe.
Your defense thing says 25.
That is accurate.
My AC is 23, so I think yours is a little higher.
I was buffed with stuff.
Xenesis, I do need you to make an attack roll to aid another because you have to succeed
Okay.
at AC 10. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's.
I
If
just
if
realized-
I knew better, I would have known too. So is attack the same thing as melee?
You use your quarterstaff roll.
Melee is
That's
a melee attack, yeah.
That's
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
Let me double check if my buffs are accurate. 'Cause...
Yeah, double check that because it's close enough that it's right on the edge. But I'll move on to resolving the other stuff. One of the tendrils comes out towards Plea and misses. The other tendril goes out towards Havelock, and I think that also misses with an 18.
That will miss for sure, yeah.
Okay.
I think
Gregory
on the
is
shield-
not very happy that he couldn't pluck the weeds out of his attic.
We're the weeds.
Remind me, before this, there was the scum fight, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Has it been
The
more
scum
than 10
slaughter.
minutes since
This.
Yeah.
Well, there's the scum,
The
and then
raffle
those two.
stomp.
Those two. Fucking
Oh
raptor
yeah,
things.
they're shambling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
The dimensional shamblers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those were
Those
before
were
the scum.
those were something else. But then there was
Well,
the raffle stomp.
They
Of
were.
the,
They were. The scum was running from them. So.
No,
yeah,
no.
and then-
We fought like 18,000 scum and
Yeah, they were
yeah.
they were
Room
had shit
right here.
like implanted in their heads.
Yeah.
They had like devices implanted in their brains.
Right.
Continuity-wise, was that more than 10 minutes ago?
I don't think so. The
Okay, cool.
like the
Then
Shambler fight maybe took you 30 seconds.
Yep.
The
A few turns.
the scum fight was probably like maybe 2 minutes.
This is like one extended action scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. In that case, my AC is accurate. I should have still.
Okay,
have
then-
okay.
He flails wildly and misses all of his attempts. Ilix.
Do they even look like
so-
attacks? Or are they just like literally failing wildly?
Say what?
Sorry, what?
I said, does it look like he's actually attacking, or because like his tentacles
Yeah,
have been
he
the whole time?
attempted to wrap his tendrils around both you and Plea's midsection. Or I'm sorry, Plea and Havelock's midsection. But you guys just dodge out of the way because you fought tentacle monsters before and you know how this shit works.
Yep.
We have fought a couple of those, haven't we?
I
A
hate
handful.
tentacle monsters.
We've played this game.
I can count them on one tentacle.
Okay, so I think what Ilix is going to do is she's going to use one move action to step up a little bit closer, and then she's going to I guess she's going to use her action to move up there, and then she's going to use her move to do her Hunter's Bond, because she does not know that this is necessarily an evil thing. But I will give you all Hunter's Bond, and that will give you a +2 to hit and +1 damage versus evil outsiders.
Okay.
Which we don't know for sure this thing is.
Right.
Fairly safe bet.
Under that assumption.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do need a will save from Ilix as you
Okay.
begin to see the scene of Ilian's dead body laying in the woods.
Lorimer is puzzled by this.
This means nothing to me.
Oof. And yet somehow it shakes you deeply in a way
But
that
I'm very disturbed.
you're not quite sure why it bothers you so much, but it definitely
Well, I
does.
guess he knew Ilian, so that my friend.
Yeah. You take a -2 penalty on attack rolls.
Okay.
So wait, does the Hunter's Bond affect you as well?
No, it's my companions because I already get the bonus.
Yeah,
Hunter's
it's-
Bond
I
is
just
just sharing it.
I share half of it with you.
Right.
So if this guy is evil, it'll basically nullify his -2 from this
Okay.
this BS.
Things are already looking like a party bus over there, so I'm gonna take a 5-foot step. As part of the 5-foot step, it would count as a movement, wouldn't it, to draw a musket? Or no, have I just? I think I probably just had that out this whole time.
Drawing.
You
a
had it in the last
weapon.
fight. So
Yeah, that's what I was using the entire last fight, and I doubt I would put it away, given we're literally in.
Yeah,
I think you
drawing a
probably
weapon
still have
is a
it.
move action that you can do as part of a move pretty frequently.
Yeah, but you can't do it as part of the 5-foot step because a 5-foot step is not a move.
True.
Yeah.
It is a special movement action.
Well, I'll give it to you right now, just as I'll just only shoot one.
Okay.
And because I didn't state, obviously, that I had it. Okay.
Can I? Am I actually seeing a little boy over here?
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah, you are. Let me just.
Okay, I just wanted to
There you go.
make sure because I would alert everybody if my character can see that
he's
these
in
critters
the walls.
scrabbling. Yeah, if he's like scrabbling down the wall or
No,
something
just
like
an
that.
extra second.
It wouldn't be the weirdest thing we've seen so far.
No, yeah, yep, exactly.
So that is a wow. Oh wait, nope. God, son of a. Oh wait, nope. I missed. Son of a bitch! This musket.
You rolled a 2.
Yeah, I know. This fucking musket, man. All right, that's it. You just hear like a. Damn
I
it!
mean, he's
Now-
within 40 feet, so it might hit him.
No,
if
his
it
gun
misfires,
misfires.
it automatically fails because
on
my
2.
crit fail is essentially keen in reverse.
Yep.
With muskets, it starts at 2 and only gets worse depending on what cartridges I'm using. But with the pistol, it requires only a nat 1.
Gotcha. Wow, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Well, I can lower it with gun training. I just don't have it yet.
Mr.
Okay.
Plea,
Or do-
the turn
we-
has come around to you.
Do we have Hunter's Bond on, or yes? No.
Yes.
You should.
Yes.
Well,
Well-
I've given it to you. Whether or not it has any effect remains to be seen.
True. I do need a will save from you as you are.
Yeah.
looking
Well,
at
I'm
the
wondering if I should turn on this buff before I do anything, because it will affect my combat maneuver. roll.
We'll do that one on the fly.
Cool. Let me roll. Will save. As I continue staring at it.
That is a big
Much
success.
better this time.
Havelock, with that knowledge planes, you know that this creature is technically not extraplanar,
Huh.
although it is probably not from Galorian itself.
Alien question boy.
Okay.
So,
Would that sort of knowledge give me a better idea of what sort of knowledge to roll on it?
yeah, I think knowledge nature would be applicable here, but I don't know how much experience any of you are going to have with the nature of beings from other planets.
Well, let's see.
Yeah. Okay. With a 25 and
Listen, my uncles have ranged all over both this galaxy and the next, and all the other ones. So I've heard a lot of stories.
Your family's actually like 40k Inquisitors that got
Well,
stuck on
I
this
mean-
planet.
Yeah.
If you think about it, familiarity with like enough animals on our planet would give you some knowledge of like, oh, this type of anatomy means this sort of thing.
Maybe.
Like
I'll
I
leave
can
it up to
recognize a
Chris.
fungus. That's a fungus.
Well, that's
Stuff
a
like that.
fungus.
It would give you some knowledge.
okay. So the extent of what I can give you here, I think, you're pretty sure this is very similar to some living plants that you've seen on Galorian. So you suspect, in fact, it reminds you a bit of, that fungus you fought downstairs underneath
in a
the
diamine.
house, which I think was a shambling mound. It's kind of like a plant fungusy type creature. But this
Yeah.
one seems a lot more intelligent.
Okay.
This is just a stumbling mound.
It doesn't shamble quite the same way.
It's a shuffling mound.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can give you. I'm
The
sorry.
dreaded tap
Okay.
dancing.
Worth a shot.
Yep.
Cool. Well, for my turn, I'm going to grapple. Cause
Sure.
grapple boy grapple.
I think it wants you to do that.
That might have a +2 on it. I don't know.
It does not, because it is a plant.
Not an evil plant. Sorry.
It is neither evil nor extraplanar.
Well, a
There you
38 is still a really good grapple check. So.
Yep. Yes. Yes, it is. And you will succeed at grappling. Gregory. And
Cool. That is
That's
all
a-
I can do on my turn because I don't have rapid grappler yet.
you have killed the flock,
And now you seek to burn my garden.
You've killed.
Havelock.
I am in the keyboard.
Sorry.
I love the keyboard. No, don't apologize. It's
Mechanical
very.
keyboard.
Oh.
Did you get a new keyboard?
I approve.
No. But I did. My mic is different now. I got a stand so I can get it up off my desk and out from right in front of me. So I think I think from what I've heard is you just hear a little bit more of the room.
That's fine.
Well, you'll hear vibrations coming up from the table as well because it's.
Well, I've got
a.
It's not sitting on the desk anymore.
Oh.
And I accidentally bought one of those shock absorber things.
That works.
But since I already bought it and it hooks up to the arm, I was like, well, screw it. So it
So
absorbs.
it's isolated even. Nice.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So Havelock is just gonna do Havelock things and we'll attack it. I think. This thing is it's not an evil outsider, but I don't know what it is. And I'm gonna full attack. It's a plant.
Well, whatever kind of thing it is, make its insides on the outside.
Yeah, not my greatest attack rolls, but it is grappled, right?
It is currently grappled. Let me see.
And you are flanking it, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I have outflank, so that would be +4, I think, to.
Oh, good catch. So what's your total?
So that'd be a 20. Well, it would be a 24 and a 22.
Okay.
To hit.
So your second attack will miss, but your first attack will hit.
Okay.
So you'll swipe at this thing. I need a will save from you actually.
Sure. Does that include the penalty to its AC that it takes from being grappled? Okay. Didn't know if you were.
But we need the will save to see whether or not you actually hit.
Oh man.
So the visage of you having to burn down the village and impale the little girl's body on a spike outside of town, I think bothers Havelock enough that he, some part of him pulls back from striking the body as these images move across. Maybe you're trying to avoid hitting the picture of your sister.
Yeah.
Subconsciously.
Okay.
Xenesis.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Bull Strength, sorry. On Plea.
I have Bull Strength now too? This is amazing.
Okay.
Do I need to roll Will? Or no?
Not if you're not attacking. We can just wash that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it is the creature's turn. He is going to
explode.
Going to use one of his dark tapestry abilities.
Just killed 500 rats. Whole generations of those things died by my hand.
Fathers, daughters.
Why does the hag wish to burn my garden?
I must find grapes.
Wish to burn my garden?
He said, why does the hag wish to burn my garden? And he will reach down and touch Plea with one of his tendrils. And I need you to make a will save. That's pretty fucking good. Yeah, you succeed at the will save, but you feel this creature trying to, as its tendril gets really close to your temple, right at the side of your head. You feel it trying to just violently enter your mind, trying to get things from you, and you manage to clamp down on your memories and your thoughts and your feelings. Maybe it's meditation training that you had as a monk, but you're able to shake off the influence of this creature as it tries to find its way into your mind. From there, I think he is going to Actually, he has 0 movement. He's grappled, so I think he'll just remain grappled for now. Ilix.
Begin.
Will save, because I am going to be attacking.
Yep.
Which is a 3,
Yikes.
because I have no.
Yep,
I have no
-2.
will.
Nice.
So I am going to do a. I believe these work together. Yep. So this is going to be a deadly aim with precision or pinpoint targeting. Excuse me. So he's
Sure.
not going to get any armor, natural armor, or shield bonus to this.
Okay.
Attack, because I want to put a little damage on this guy. So it's just going to be this first attack.
So this is essentially touch.
Pretty much. He does have soft cover,
Yes.
but he doesn't get the melee. Like, I ignore the firing into melee. So that's going to be
And
a
you said you
20
ignore armor and natural armor?
armor and natural armor.
So not deflection or other stuff.
Right.
Okay. So I have to do math. Stand by.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
he
good.
also, I think he loses most of that. Well, not yet. He's not pinned. Never mind.
So my total to attack would be a 23 with the -2 factored in. Because
Okay.
he is not an outsider or an aberration
Yes.
or...
So
uh,
for
a
you, his AC will be 21 this round. So your
Yeah,
second attack will miss, but your first attack
Yeah,
will
this-
hit.
Yeah, it was just the first one.
Oh, okay. So your first
Yeah.
attack will hit as you weave it skillfully through your friends as they dodge through combat, and as Pali tries to keep his arms around this thing, like strong arming it while it flails around and tries to probe his mind and stuff. So your arrow will kind of sink into its fleshy form, and you will see it. Is that the first damage it's taken? No. Yes. No, Havelock missed earlier because he failed his will save.
Yeah.
Whitney, you're still not. I still can't hear you. Oh, you were just talking to me. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so that's actually the first damage he's taken. Hold on.
Okay. It'd be 14 because of point blank. 14 total damage.
Okay. So your
Administered
arrow,
by arrow.
sinks into him, and you see this weird, almost purpley iridescent gray goo just start leaking from the wound. Leopold,
He's a Klingon. No, he's Mr. Ooze.
I have to sit back here for the next 6 seconds to clear this fucking goddamn musket. So you hear the sounds of frustrated cursing and scraping as I'm clearing the breach out of this thing. Fucking damn it. Fucking seawater.
That's actually a good. That's really good. Nice. Please.
Well, I'm going to grapple again. I get +5 on this because I am controlling the grapple. Oof. Glad I get the +5.
26.
Oh wait, I do need to make a will save before I do that.
Yes, because that does affect your CMB.
Yeah, I'm fine. But that would be a
Jesus.
31 on that grapple check.
That's a good thing. You succeed at continuing the grapple.
Cool. Then I use my action this turn, or my move action to pin it. And then I will use my standard action to coup de grace.
It is a plant.
Oh,
You can still kill plants.
can you coup de grace plants?
Unless it has unusual anatomy.
My hands count as Roundup.
For the purposes of DR.
For versus of DR for plants.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a botanist. Maybe he knows what leaves to caress just right.
Let's see. Plant subtypes.
Yeah, I'm curious because some of them you can. and
Unusual anatomy, I think, is the main
Yeah.
thing, but I'm not sure if plants all have unusual anatomy.
That's gonna be something weird in a Google search history. Is just can you?
Yeah.
Let's see. He's immune to mind effects, immune to paralysis, poison, polymorph, sleep, and stun.
Critical hits, I guess.
Doesn't say anything about.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I thought they were immune to precision damage in most cases.
Well, I think the mound is because it's basically like an ooze. Because I'm pretty sure I tried using the up close and deadly on it, and it just went into it and didn't do anything. So,
Yeah.
this thing isn't really a mound. It looks kind of like a cashew got left out in the sun too long.
It's more like an animal-plant hybrid. Almost.
I wouldn't eat it, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, not uncooked, at least.
Maybe I'll throw it in Brian.
Yeah.
Hello,
Brian.
You know, if
Hi, everybody, I'm
Context
Brian!
if you can come up with a convincing argument for how you would coup de grace this thing, I will allow it.
Okay, can you describe the creature again to me? Because it's been like.
It's been a hot
originally-
minute.
Yeah,
It
when you
is-
originally described. Because like, okay, cool.
It is like a brainy, pineapple-y mass on some, like, tree legs, and tenderly.
And it's got this mouth that it keeps speaking out of, right?
The stuff they're hearing in your mind.
Oh, it's in mine. Okay.
Yeah. It's all been,
But I
like, brain stuff. When he shrieked, it came out of both. You heard it in your mind and out loud.
Okay. And that came out of this mouth thing that's on top.
Presumably, yes.
Okay, cool. Well, I've been grappling this thing. I've got, the tendrils in hand. I've kind of wrapped it around it. I take my wave blade out and I just shove it into his mouth, like all the way through the other end, so it like sticks out and pokes at the floor.
Sure.
Pretty much like splitting its anatomy in two,
Okay.
hoping that will dissect whatever brain matter is in there, if it is actually a brain.
Okay. And how much damage does that do?
Let's find out. Okay, so it does 25 damage,
Woo, woo.
Okay.
and he has to make a fort save for 35, or die.
Okay.
Whoa.
He rolled a nat 20.
He succeeds. He does the saving throw. But he takes 25 damage.
Okay.
And
25.
He's still pinned.
That's pretty good.
Ooh, here's a question. Is pin a stun?
I don't
No.
think it would be.
It is its own condition.
Otherwise, what would be the point of killing those cows by strangulation? I mean,
Yeah.
I want them to be aware of what's happening.
Yeah.
You gotta look
Like
in
the
their eyes.
Romans of old.
A pin
Now, I
creature-
like to put my cows into a submission hold as I'm strangling them. You
I've
know, I
learned
like
from
a
Batman or
good
from the
hoof
Joker.
bar
Yeah.
or something like that.
You never start with the head, all right? Otherwise, they can't feel the next blow as the
Yeah,
life ebbs
exactly.
from
Slowly crushed
their
head
bovine
like,
bodies.
Yeah.
Slowly crushed head like
That is
spittoing between
As the
thighs.
tongue lolls out of the foaming mouth.
Yep.
Pinned is described as a more severe condition, or severe version of the grapple condition. So it is not a stun. But cannot move, denied its dex bonus, can attempt to free itself, can take verbal and mental actions, cannot cast any spells that require somatic or material components. And if they tap to cast a spell or spell-like ability, they must make a concentration check, which is 10 plus spell level plus my CMB.
Gotcha. Plus CMB? Jesus Christ.
Mine, yeah. Grapple's the best against casters. So good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll move on. 'Cause I believe you can coup de grace. I can't find any reason that you can't, so we'll go with that. Havoc.
Okay, you know what Havok's going to do if he can.
Cut.
Nice.
Whack, 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 whack,
Will. Damn it!
You succeed.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's also pinned, so.
Yep. Well, I'm not sure that would stop it, but I guess we'll see.
Well, pinned plus outflank.
Plus outflank, so that would actually be a 29 and a 27.
Both will hit.
I thought so. Yeah. 49 damage.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. This thing is just beginning to ooze profusely now. There's a small puddle of this thick, viscous...
Why won't it stop asking dumb questions?
It just wants to understand. Xenesis.
Okay, I'm gonna go aid another plea.
Okay.
Do I have to roll will?
No, you're not attacking. Oh wait, yes, you do have to roll will, and you need to roll an attack.
Right. Do I roll? Does it matter which one?
No, not really.
Okay. That. There's that.
Okay.
The death of my mother does not scar me anymore.
That's good. Alright, it is the creature's turn. You guys all see some of the wounds on its body like close up a little bit, but not very much.
It's attempting some sort of regeneration.
Let's see.
I can see because I'm back here behind people. Even though I'm an old man, I've got good night vision.
It's those glasses.
These glasses are wonderful.
I didn't know you were wearing glasses.
A fine gift from dearly departed Ilix.
Okay, I would have bought it, but the fact that you keep talking about this is now making me start to feel like there's something else going on.
Wait, what?
That he keeps trying to justify why he can see what's happening.
I was trying to roleplay, and then I was like, oh, it doesn't really make sense that I'm the one talking about this being like 15 feet away whenever there's... Well, I guess Plea can't talk, and you're busy trying not to smash your sword on the rocks.
Well, yeah. I think I'm more concerned about not smashing Plea, who's like...
Who's on top of this thing. Like, just...
Entangled.
Like, just fisting the fuck out of this plant orifice.
Okay.
Well, you did just see me plunge a wave blade through its mouth into the bottom of its body.
Mm-hmm.
So it probably did look like I was fisting it.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so pinned. Can take verbal and mental. That's good because he's mostly mental. Can't cast spells with somatic components. That's fine. So he can't really do anything that would be considered like a spell without having to roll against you, which is just super not going to succeed.
He's better off trying to escape than cast a spell. When he's
or use some supernatural abilities.
But what would the creature know to do?
Well, the rules are confining him as such that, like, in real life, he would be restricted as such where he couldn't reasonably cast spells. He feels that he is pinned, and he wouldn't try to struggle against that if he had a better option. So I think what he is going to do is more or less equivalent to calm emotions on Plea.
Chill out, dude.
It's not really a spell.
Don't coup de grace me, bro.
As long as it's a supernatural ability, I think that's not included. So that
he's not casting a spell. So I do need a will save from you, as one of his tendrils kind of brushes past your face. I know you've got crazy willpower, so you're probably fine. Oh boy. Actually, he succeeds at calm emotions on you.
Okay. I would immediately release the grapple, I think.
Let's see. Stop raging creatures from fighting. Creatures so affected cannot take violent actions, although you can defend yourself. Or do anything destructive. Any aggressive action against or damage dealt to a calmed creature immediately breaks the effect.
Okay, I don't think I would necessarily release the grapple then, because I could see that as defending myself from it.
I think the implication of this is that you're not flat-footed. Like, you would still be able to bat away attacks.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you can continue to do... because a grapple is an attack roll.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
I think that's fair. So I release the grapple. He is no longer pinned. I am no longer grappled.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Plea?
I don't think that's a very wise choice, young man.
You just see like Please like stand up, like because he was like hunched over this creature like muscly, all like grappling it, and then like all of a sudden he just stands up and his shoulders slouch and he like leans against the wall next to him.
Would I know this?
Good?
The hag has been swayed by the beauty of my garden.
Did he just fucking call me a hag? The bitch.
Didn't you play a hag one time?
Oh, his garden is like his vagina.
Sure.
His Vajardin.
Is that what you put your fist into?
Why does the hag wish to burn my garden? Somebody wanted him to shave his pubes.
Yeah.
I must find more grapes.
Grapes are his eggs.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
no, that's
okay.
those are genital warts.
Yep.
I am going to do the same thing I did last time. Deadly aim attack with pinpoint targeting. So that's going to be a 20. Oh, I need to make my will save. Sorry, which I'll probably fail. Almost certainly fail.
Yikes,
Fail.
yep.
So that is my
Minus
total would normally be a 26, so it'd be a 24.
Hold on, he's no longer grappled.
This is true. But he also has no armor and all that kind of shenanigans.
Right.
I think he said, well, yeah.
Oh, you're ignoring his armor still?
Yes.
Oh, math. So, 18, 19, soft cover, 23? Yeah, 23? Is his
Yep,
AC?
I hit him.
Okay.
I do 24.
Damn.
For 12 damage. Excuse me, 13 damage.
Okay. Man, he is just leaking from every frickin' crease.
He leaking.
Yep.
He needs some milk.
He's producing nectar.
He seems to have quite a supply of his own milk. Can we destroy this creature and be on our way?
Well, I've been trying, so I'm gonna have to aim between everybody. Luckily, Pali has taken on the role of the Fonz, leaning up against the wall, clearing away.
Yep.
And it seems like Ilix and Xenesis have also kind of taken to sitting to a side of the thing, so I'll just fire down the
You
length.
will also need to roll a will save. I don't know if I've been
Oh,
forcing
yes.
that on you, but...
Well, I immediately failed when I tried
Oh, yeah.
to attack last time, so hopefully it doesn't happen this time.
Leopold finally pulls the roto-rooter out of the end of his fucking...
Yeah,
All
He's
right,
set
I'm
up
ready.
like an entire blacksmith shop
Okay,
out there.
that's a fail, so you will have -2 as the unsettling images of Gracie being torn apart by wolves play out.
Or it's just an image of his gun jamming again.
Actually, yeah, that is a brand new thing that starts playing across.
Instantly thinks of something better.
Then I'm just gonna go laugh at this, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna fire both.
Ooh,
Alright, so
that's pretty decent.
it's obviously both are versus touch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
You're not within 30.
I am not, so that is a 31 and a 9 damage. And I'll just reload and take that second shot, and that I don't know if that hit.
It would not, because that's.
But at least it doesn't misfire. Yes, but at least
That's
it doesn't
fair.
misfire.
Did you roll a
Yep.
3?
I rolled a
No,
4. Mhm.
All right.
Yeah,
fair
if
enough.
it was a 2, it would have gone.
Your gunshot rings out throughout the caverns as you finally get your musket to fire in all of its loud, like boisterous glory.
I only rolled a 1. Yeah,
And
the
there's
whole cone.
just this cloud of smoke surrounds Leopold as the bullet leaves his musket, and the creature takes 9 damage as the bullet just softly enters the mush that is now his body. Plea is catatonic. How long does calm emotions last?
I am curious. Does,
Concentration 1 round per level.
Does combat around me doesn't affect it, does it?
No. It would be actions against you.
Okay.
Let's see. Any aggressive action against or damage dealt to a calm creature immediately breaks the spell.
Okay. Well, I turn around and sign to Ilix and Leopold and Zenesis and say, "Why are you I sign? Why are you guys fighting?" And I do my best stoner hands. If he had accents,
Yep.
they would be his gestures.
His gestures are particularly lazy.
Yeah, that.
His grammar is poor.
Why fight, guys?
Havelock.
Did
Alright,
anybody do spellcraft or anything so that our characters know that he's under the influence of a spell?
Well, it's a spell-like ability. There's no verbal, somatic.
Well,
Okay.
but you've seen the effects now, though. This is
Yeah,
not
I didn't
usual
know if you
behavior
would-
for
or-
plea.
Oh, okay. I
I
thought.
would allow knowledge check for sure.
Okay. I would do a spellcraft then. Probably not a great one.
See, I feel like what I need to, even though it's something I know, it's in my spells that I know.
I mean, the point being that you tell the rest of us why Plea is, over there bumping the jukebox.
Yeah.
Please behaving
Okay.
weirdly. You guys need to
17
figure out why.
spellcraft. I think you could figure it out. Calm emotions is not a very high level spell.
Yeah.
It's pretty low. It's like a 2.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're pretty sure this is some kind of this kind of sudden change to Plea's emotional state definitely implies some mind affecting magic.
Yeah.
And it reminds you of calm emotions. So.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't threaten anymore, so that does not include outflank on my
Correct.
on my rolls.
Let's see.
Please, been bewitched.
You succeed on your
Is
willpower.
that all you
though.
say?
And your 28 will hit for a fuck ton of damage. How do you want to do this?
I think as soon as he sees Pali get the dazed expression on his face, he just goes ballistic and just starts chopping and hacking that entire 5-foot square, just like a slice and dice.
Salad.
And yeah, just stomping on it. He goes full grape lady on it.
Oh, Chris, you need to do the grape lady voice, but the fuck with the fuck with the voice thing.
I didn't think of that, but yeah.
So, as you're driving your sword into this thing, you hear hear its voice again, but much softer, and less invasive now.
The raven has flown free of its base, and the swan has painted hers.
I have failed the goat mother.
I failed the goat of
I think it said mother. Mother, maybe? Perhaps a reference to that, the goat of 1,000 young. Shub Niggurath.
Raven has flown free of its vase. I think that's a reference to the Raven's head.
Mm-hmm.
I think you
You
said
know about. The swan has flown free of hers?
Has painted hers.
Has
actually.
painted hers.
Mhm.
Sorry, I was trying to type it while I was listening to the rest of it. The swan has painted hers. Painted her vase. Man, I think Gabby is in a block of ice.
Just for clarity.
That is in his vase. I don't know what that
Okay.
means.
So the beast just kind of slumps to the ground in a gray and purple and green puddle.
I snapped too and started apologizing profusely for letting go of the creature.
Can you do the
Does-
grape lady though? with the voice
how
changer.
do you want me to? What am I supposed to do?
The grape
Do the
lady.
grape lady voice, but like
yeah.
fuck with the use the
She
voice
falls,
modulator to
she
fuck
goes,
with the.
can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
You need to really stop abusing that nitrous.
Oh, that's really good. How many helium balloons did you buy to do this?
What is? Oh, it's some. What is that? There's like there's like a sulfur compound.
Yeah, sulfur
that you
hexafluoride.
can. Yeah, if you breathe it in, it does the opposite of what helium does to your voice.
Heavy gas.
It's also really cool because you can put it in a
Don't breathe
container
that.
and then float shit on top of it.
Yeah, I suppose we've all probably watched MythBusters. Has Plea actually popped out of it? Does the spell like automatically end?
Yeah,
when the
it says duration concentration. So
okay, good. Okay,
the creature has to concentrate on it. Well,
otherwise, Lorimer was.
You can only have one concentration spell up at a time. Is basically the gist.
Lorimer was going to come up and slap
requires
Plea.
a standard action to do for concentration spells.
Yes, it does.
Sweet.
Havelock wipes the goop off of his foot, just sort of like scraping him on the ground. He goes,
"What a bizarre creature! I've never seen the like."
That was really weird. I could hear it whispering to me.
Yes, I heard the same thing. It seemed somewhat nonsensical.
Now that I've moved up, I can see this. Is this sort of like the same film that we entered?
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Did good, guys.
That's real good.
Yeah, that's solid. So looking around, Plea, you notice something kind of bizarre. While the rest of the cave has looked very naturally formed by erosion and maybe some like rudimentary scum tools carving out things, it is still very like what would you say, like pockmarked? Like it looks like volcanic,
unrefined.
Yeah, it looks like volcanic stone. There's like pores and jagged edges and stuff. But this this barrier in front of you, you can see like leading up to it is very smooth carved stone. It almost looks like somebody like 3D printed this and put it here. It's very smooth, very refined, and just past the barrier inside the room, you can see what sort of look like curtains almost, but they look, I don't know. It looks almost as if somebody made like a those like carpets people used to pin on the walls in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but like spider webs.
Is it like a tapestry?
Sort of. Yeah, but it doesn't look like any cloth you've ever seen before.
Okay.
And that's hanging just inside this doorway?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't necessarily like see into the contents of the room. It's just
you can if you get close enough to it. It's kind of like seeing through a fish tank. You have to be at the right angle to get light that you're able to see into the room.
Yeah, I think as I look at this, I'm gonna take a deep breath and poke my head through it.
Yeah. So there's a soft light in here that slowly like fades and changes from one color to another, a bit like LED lights, RGB lights, just slowly shifting from like red to purple to yellow and so on. There is there's also a low like hum, just at the edge of your hearing. You can tell that if you were able to hear like deeper or higher sounds, you might be able to discern this a little better. But it's like a really deep bass hum, like a helicopter blade almost.
Okay. But nothing really of note in the room.
No, nothing jumps out at you.
Cool. I signed to everyone. That's a weird ass room. Color changing lights. Weird cloth.
Perhaps it's the monster pervade.
This whole place is like a very bad polypurpose panacea trip. Panacea?
Yes, panacea, I believe, is the appropriate term.
Thank you, Professor.
Indubitably.
Please spells out panacea as if he's correcting Havelock's pronunciation.
He just like really enunciates C.
Kind of like he does like a humongous gesture for C.
Yeah. Does it with his arms instead of his hands.
But yeah, and I think I continue like kind of walking around looking for things.
You see some other rooms similar to the first. There is the surface of the barrier is shifting color, just like the light inside.
This couldn't possibly
Can I
be
do an
engineering.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is there like a knowledge or a skill check that I could use to try to identify what these are?
You can try.
We don't know the mechanism. Do we?
Arcana, maybe?
I mean, I think you could make a case for a lot of those, so you can roll whatever you want, really.
Okay.
Have we tried to determine what's holding back the water? What sort of spell or device has made these permeable barriers?
Not that I can understand. That's for damn sure.
You said I could choose whatever I want. Sense motive.
I mean, if you can make a case for it.
I want to know what the motives would be for somebody to make whatever.
I don't think that's how that works.
Strange. It's magic. It just works.
But
I play the flute at it.
Hey!
Not 20, baby! I know what it is! Yeah!
Oh my god.
Well, it's beautiful. The instrument that you play is beautiful.
Snake charm the cavern.
Secrets.
So as you guys are looking around, let's see. I don't think that's a particularly important detail, but the room that you're in right now, the big cavernous space, there's a lot of like esoteric symbols and obscure paintings that are in bright clashing colors and pigments that aren't quite, they're very different than the rest of the cavern. Where the scum have their, pornography.
Okay.
That is what that is, isn't
it? Basically. And then Havelock gets out his flute, I guess, and starts tooting along. Which
it's a fine tune.
Lee walks up to Havelock after he's finished his song and just like puts his hand on the flute and lowers it away from Havelock's mouth, and then signs, "I think our lives would be very different if you had taken the vow of silence." And I was the top.
And then in a strange twist of fate, after playing on his little flute there, you guys hear a buzzing sound, not terribly unlike the Piper of Vilmarsh.
Where's it coming from?
It sounds like it's coming from the room immediately south of you.
Meow?
Yep.
Ah.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Lorimer readies a bow.
I don't know if we should be here. Maybe we should go.
Roll initiative.
No.
Great. Havelock says,
Damn.
Have no fear, Genesis. We definitely should be here. Yeah! Dun, 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 dun.
Or in his case,
Alex, you can have it.
I think my dexterity's higher anyway. I mean, I'm certain it's higher, I should say. Because I have a 20 in.
As the buzzing sound gets louder, there is a strange figure that emerges from the room as it pushes its, I guess you would call it, hook-like appendages through the barrier, and you see
Jesus.
this.
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck you.
What is that?
I don't know, but it looks gross.
I know what it is.
Not good!
And 3 of these creatures come buzzing out.
They're like,
Have they been ensorcelled by my wonderful
Yeah,
song?
see?
Are they
Oh,
friendly
wise
because
guy,
of his
eh?
beautiful playing of the
Yuck,
pipe
yuck,
of
yuck.
Imar? Because he is
Uh-huh.
playing the actual pipe.
Yeah, I thought it was
Mhm.
kind of interesting.
Great.
Let's.
That's what I get.
Let's
This
the
is something
worst
interesting
find
20 in the
happening
their
playing.
world.
fucking initiative because I don't know where the hell it is.
You know, it's a good thing we're hardcore veterans because to combat of horrifying monsters, because really the only thing that a sane human being would do in this situation is just scream like a little girl and run away.
Not have come here in the first place would have been like way better.
Look,
The better
we've all
option.
seen- We've
That would have
all
been 10 levels ago. Just pointing that out. We've
Yeah.
been doing the go into shit that people don't go into for a while now.
Yeah. Well, Havelock's really dumb, so he's an excuse.
It's also your job, isn't it?
It's not much smarter.
Yeah.
Okay, they have a +5 on their initiative.
It's also your job, isn't it? Yeah, technically, but
Yeah, but like kind of, it's subjective.
I don't let that get in the way.
Yeah, you find something you like to do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah, being an inquisitor is more of a
I
state
mean,
of mind. than anything
nobody
else.
pays him to do it. I want to point that out.
Yeah.
In spite of that, I had
Havelock
very
has literally nothing to go home.
Yeah, yeah. Havelock literally does not have a home. That's
You're
kind
a,
of his deal.
you're a literal murder hobo.
He's a literal murder hobo
I at least have a monastery to go to.
with
You're
a heart of
hobo.
bronze.
We're murdering hobos.
The church is always available.
Oh yeah,
to you.
Elix is also a murder hobo.
Yeah. I sort of against my will.
Well, man, yeah.
We've been to the house, so she's
Yeah.
not.
Yarr.
I don't know. Is Leopold a hobo?
I bet I could go back to the midwife's house that I lived with for a few years.
Oh. Did
There's
she
a
deliver
place.
you?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah,
I had to look up their sheet because apparently I lost it. And it's
Yep.
really long.
Elix would technically go before
Awesome.
Genesis.
Yep.
Why is that?
Because she has higher decks.
Higher ducks.
That's
Dicks. She's better dicks.
It usually goes modifier then Dex, and then
Mhm.
if those are the same, then you roll.
Holy crap. Okay.
Because we are tied.
Tied, super tied, babies.
Very tied. Okay.
Well, she's
Ah.
alphabetically before Genesis, so I think that's
Yeah.
how
That's
you
true.
usually
I
do
mean,
it.
that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is a surprise round for these Mygo critters.
Why?
Because they heard a flute playing and they come bursting out of the room.
Mm,
And they caught you all unawares.
mm.
So...
I just want them to grapple me, only
Oh, they
because
can't
right now
speak. Interesting. Okay.
But
Be
they
a
can
welcome
make
change, a refreshing change of pace
Yeah.
in Quarry.
My Three Stooges impressions were wasted.
I didn't expect bugs to have that ability in the first place.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking like they can probably talk.
Yeah. I'm sure they communicate somehow. I actually know how they communicate.
Do you?
Yeah.
It does.
Well, okay, I know how they communicate in what is that? The Whisperer in Darkness?
Oh, the
Like, that's-
Lovecraftian one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's where they originate, but I think that's the story where they
So how do
take
they
the-
communicate?
Don't say it.
I'll leave that to
Yeah.
Oh, you mother!
find out.
GM's discretion. He'll probably demonstrate it.
Well, I guess I will say that they are very skilled at their craft.
I'm skilled at mine. I put on an amazing performance with the flute.
It's true. And I give props.
Yeah, the props that he gave you were creatures to fight.
Bugs. Hostile alien bugs.
Attacks. They're all going to attack you with claws. 2 of them. I should probably flip a coin.
I call tails.
Fuck you.
I don't want to get hit. I'm sorry.
But you're the meat boy.
Okay, 2 of them are going to attack Plea, and 1 of them is going to attack Leopold. So...
Did I actually fail a coin toss?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you did,
Unless you
actually.
Did you flip an actual coin, though?
I flipped a Hearthstone coin.
Who's my boy?
I don't
Tails
know.
is
Okay.
1, and the mana gem is heads.
Who's your stinky?
You have a Hearthstone coin? That's
Fuck
cool.
yeah, I do.
I remember that thing.
Yeah.
I almost bought the Horde Alliance coin from Battle for Azeroth, but that thing could kill an elk.
So
Like-
2... Oh, I need some, music. What am I doing with my life?
You're
It's just-
miserable.
It's just cacophonous buzzing noises.
It's just some mumblecore.
Mumblecore.
That's like the music for the downstairs area. I need, combat shit.
Calm down, Tanner. Not that downstairs area. That's business time, Tanner.
It's business.
Yeah, it's business time.
Okay.
I know what you're trying to say.
They come,
You're trying to say
they
your
come
stuff
buzzing on
business.
out of there.
It's business time. Move.
And
That's pretty dope.
2 of them will attack Leopold. Or no, I'm sorry, 2 of them attack Plea, 1 attacks Leopold. So that's a 22 and a
Leopold.
28 on Plea. I think the 22 misses, 28 probably hits.
Yep.
24 on Leopold.
Miss.
Okay, so that's 2 misses and a hit. They're going to reroll for grab. They'll take 6 points of damage from the attack.
I don't think they can grab me.
I have a quick question.
Well, they definitely can't grab you when they roll that one, so...
My CMD is 40 right now.
He reaches towards your skull, actually, with an appendage that looks... Plea wouldn't know this, but Ryan, the player, would know. Looks remarkably like a scalpel.
I've seen scalpels.
Plea has?
For sure.
Okay.
Scalpels exist in this world.
What are you basing that on?
The fact that they're talked about in medical kits?
Oh,
I have a question
fair.
first.
So that's their turn. What's your question?
Okay, so I was looking at the spell that I cast on Plea, and it's 1 minute per level, so it's a 10-minute spell. Does that mean has it been more than 10 minutes since?
No,
it's
the combat was less than a minute. And putzing around the room was maybe 2.
Okay, so
Swansong played an etude.
I don't know, Plea, if you dropped the buff,
I
but
would say Plea
don't.
probably has 7 minutes left.
Awesome.
I
so-
still have all... How long has it been since the scum fight?
I
Because I
still have it. You're fine.
Okay, cool.
So you're still buff to the gills.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I have all the buffs.
Ha 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 ha, because we're underwater.
Ha.
Funny. Ilix, go ahead.
Okay. Ilix is going to 5 foot to here, assuming that gives me a clear line of shot at this boy right here. And I am going to make a deadly aim mini shot attack. Yeah. Probably
Yes.
don't confirm, but so that
no, you don't. Sorry.
yeah. So are these guys aberrations, outsiders, or undead?
Nope.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about any of those bonuses. So my attack is going to be 35 against this top guy.
Okay.
Or this guy, sorry. And so the first bit of damage is 17.
Okay.
And then the other arrow from that attack. Oops, sorry. That's not the right one. Does 10 more damage.
Okay.
So 27. And then does the 24 hit?
Yes.
So 11 more damage. So
Same target?
30, yes, same guy. 38 total, I believe.
Damn. All right. Yeah. You fucking like shoot 2 arrows at this thing, and it like digs into a pair of its eyes on its very insect-like head, and they dig quite deep. But your bow's not magical, right? So
It's a +1.
It is magical.
oh, but this is DR over slashing. That doesn't.
Nope, that would not be effective.
Magic wouldn't give you. Well, no, it would be affected. Everything but slashing would be affected.
Yeah.
So I need to add some health back.
You see Ilix hurriedly duct taping a longsword to the end of an arrow.
Nice. Xenesis.
Oh boy. Alright. Okay. I kind of just want to delay my action after. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
You can do whatever you want.
Can always
Okay.
do it.
Alright, I'll delay it after Leopold. Alright, how do I get to decide where to
Yes.
delay it, or?
Yep. You're after Leopold.
Sweet.
Okay. Now for the murder, followed by lights out. So they're all going to buzz at each other again. And then they're going to attack you guys again.
Depending on who's attacking who here, just 26 for AC on me.
What do they say?
They buzzed and stuff.
I rolled 13 on linguistics. Pretty sure that's high enough.
Blood makes the grass grow. Kill, kill, kill.
God damn it. How come they always whisper inane shit?
I don't know if that would let you like know what they said.
It definitely would not. Nothing about what I just did is right. At best, if he was extremely charitable, he could tell me like maybe a language that it was,
speaking,
but
yeah.
that was it. That'd be it. It definitely wouldn't be a translation.
Not with a 13, certainly. Okay. So things are about to get spicy. Plea, you lost the coin flip again. Unless you want to... Well, actually, I just revealed it. So if you want to choose again, I'll let you.
No, you revealed it. It's fine.
Okay. So you're going to get hit by 2 of the beasties, and Leopold will get hit by the other. So we'll wade into this. That is a... the first one slices at you with its, like, you know...
Scalpel thing.
Scalpel hands. Edward Scissorhands. So that is going to be, in no particular order, a 29, a 12, and that 1, and a 23.
The 29 will be the only thing that hits me.
Okay, so that'll be 4 damage from that one. And then the second Mygo will attack you. And that will be 21, nat 20, 16, nat 20.
The nat 20s will hit.
And let's see, what's the confirm roll here? 11 won't confirm. 20 won't either, so no crit
Nope.
on you.
Good, yay.
So you'll take, that's 14, 18 points of damage, and then they get to make grab attempts.
I don't think it's possible.
Many
It's
things,
covered in grease, baby.
Many things are possible.
Been
Yeah,
oiled up for a
right.
minute. I think Plea had so much oil on him already that like he didn't even need
All right,
he didn't
the
even
monk-
need the suit when we
They
went
would-
diving
they would-
underwater. He just had a shield around him because the oil
Yep.
kept all the water off of him.
Unless
monk
they have a
is greased, let's do
CMB of 22 and don't roll a nat, like anything other than a nat 20 will fail.
Okay.
I have very high CMB right now with all the buffs.
They have some stuff that happens with grapple, but I don't think they have any special stuff without. So they fail to grapple you, it seems, and so nothing else happens to you. But you do take the 18 damage.
Oh wait, was it 18 total or 18?
Yeah,
and 4?
it's 18 total because it's 14 and 4.
Oh,
so.
Gotcha. Okay.
Leopold, in no particular order, 27, 29, 12, 28.
27, 12, 29, and 3 of those hit.
Okay, so that is going to be 16 damage and 3 grab attempts.
Well, I think I'm the exact opposite of Flea, but my CMD is 28.
28's not bad.
That's not
good
bad.
CMD.
That's not bad. I think it's
and
because
they
of the
keep
bad.
rolling like dog shit on the grapples, so I think you're probably fine. Let's see, that is a 23, so yeah, the highest one's 23, you don't get grabbed. Leopold, it is now your turn.
Alright, bug fucks. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back to make room for the big meaty sword boy to come on in and start doing that. This one was the one that Illich shot, right?
Yeah, farthest to the right.
I'm gonna just unload on this little fucker.
Let's do it.
Or not!
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Oh boy, it's a night of this, isn't it? Okay, well, misfire. Nothing happened.
Kirik?
Yeah.
Is that you?
I squawk.
I'm a monster!
cough out a raven's feather.
That's like my favorite event that happened in that game. Was you
When I'm
accidentally killing a guy by
fucking
shield checking
eviscerate
him.
with my new claws, just fucking. Yeah.
Which in
Well-
hindsight totally wouldn't have happened because you can't automatically fail skill checks. But
He
I don't
not
know.
wanted to heal
It-
check
it
and
is-
the guy was
it
dying.
is-
I think
it
there's
is
like
Kirik we're
DM
talking about
license
here.
there.
yeah, I thought it was a
is-
funny moment. I enjoyed it. Cynicis, it is now your turn since you delayed. You waited for Leopold to fire his weapon.
Yeah.
It has to actually fire.
So I don't know if I can do this. So can I move forward and so I have my shield. Can I defend, please? It's like
Like
aiding
in
and
another?
yeah.
Yeah, I'd allow you to interpose with your shield, but you still need to
Oh.
roll an attack roll with your shield as a weapon.
Okay. Does that just make? Does that work? That works.
Yeah, I mean you only have to hit AC 10. It's not like
Yeah.
super hard.
Okay.
Basically, as long as you don't roll in that one, you'll always succeed.
All right, I'm going to use knowledge planes to see if I can identify these guys. My guess is that they're evil outsiders, but I don't know.
They,
We sort of informally know that they're not because I didn't get any bonuses to my damage
Oh, okay.
from
Well,
attacking them. But
Havlock
I
doesn't
don't
know that.
I can't really convey that information in any.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other, I think you'll recognize that their anatomy is of a similar type to what you just fought. They appear to be intergalactic plants.
Okay. All right, intergalactic plants. Well,
Intergalactic.
that's something. All right, so I moved there,
That's
and
pretty good.
I'm going to use my swift action to activate Justice and You know what? Yeah, Justice and Destruction.
So I actually am gonna give you something with that 31.
Okay.
I think from having that book in your possession, you've probably seen. I've been corrected by my co-GM that they're not intergalactic plants; they're intergalactic, highly evolved fungi. Technically.
Okay.
From
Well, that changes my plan entirely because I was going to hit him
Sure.
with my sword.
But now I'm going to hit him with Nystat.
Now I'm going to really get to work.
But with your knowledge nature of 31, I believe that's going to be sufficient to clear the DC that I had set for these. So maybe it's the book that you had in your possession, maybe you saw a diagram of it, but for whatever reason, Havlock recalls having heard of these, and these are my go, or maybe it's me go, I'm not actually sure. Tanner would know.
I just wanted to say he does judgment athlete's foot.
Okay. He doesn't know. Then why would you assume he knows? He just said what he just said.
Migo.
He
It's
just
Migo.
said what he just said.
They're Migo then? Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't know if it was Migo or Migo.
How do you know?
Or fungi from Yuggoth.
You read about them.
Yeah.
Lovecraft didn't tell you. I'm killing it with a sword.
So
We're bros.
Fuck.
You can ask me 2 questions if you'd like.
Okay. Well, one of them's dead, but
That's true.
all right. Let's see. That was the middle guy I was swinging at. Special attacks.
Special attacks. Evisceration, grab, and sneak attack.
What's evisceration?
Evisceration allows them to perform impromptu surgical operations on helpless creatures or those that it has grappled.
Okay, don't like that.
Oh,
what
it has grapple. Okay, good to know.
Okay, what about like spell-like or supernatural abilities?
I guess the abilities that might be considered supernatural are that they can survive in the void of outer space and don't need to breathe.
Okay. Those
Yeah,
were
we're
2
covering
questions.
Okay.
All right, so that is only the first attack. The second attack isn't included.
Okay.
Because it's not a full attack. So it's just be the crit threat.
How much damage you got there? 25 confirm.
Okay, then that would be 52.
Okay, well you don't quite kill him, but
Yeah.
you do like chop one of his arms off. It's just like flopping around on the ground like a chicken with his head cut off.
Stand back, Leopold. These are Migo or Mygo, or somehow you say them. It's a good thing you're so hard to grapple with those successive dusters you've got on, that they seem to keep getting tangled up in. That's my headcanon for why he's hard to grapple.
Sure.
He just wearing several dusters.
Dex is part of the CMD, and I have a lot of that.
I know, but I just think it's hilarious. I was like, why? Like, you don't think of your character being particularly like good at grappling, and like.
No, he's just slippery. I'm not good at grappling. I'm getting away from grapples.
Yeah.
Mr. Plea, it is your turn.
I am going to
Kill
5
things.
foot step
Smash
over
stuff.
here, and I am going to grab a bitch. Fuck!
Oh no!
No.
Is it laughing at us?
Yes, it is.
I feel so sad.
That's not good.
Wow, I don't think you've ever failed that.
I've never failed a grapple check
I don't
until
think you
now.
have.
Welcome to the club.
Oh,
Well, I've
man.
never rolled a 1. I failed it on grapple checks before, but I've never
Yeah.
rolled a 1. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, the aberrant
very
comedian.
sad.
I
Oh,
recall.
yeah.
I seem to recall he tried to grapple that too.
True.
But it wasn't
Okay.
a nat 1.
So you reach out to grab this thing, and it kind of zips out of the way, very deftly. They are flying, in case that wasn't clear.
yeah.
Ilix.
Okay, well, I think that we need to be blasting these guys. So,
Why did you put the Lorimer's first?
I don't know. That's just what happened.
Alex has developed a third
The
personality.
wires are a little loose.
Redneck Lorimore.
Yeah.
Well, now I think it's time that we start blasting at these boys and give them a little upper.
Yep. Tell them how we treat people like them in these parts.
Bless their hearts.
Mm-hmm. Ain't you just the sweetest thing? I'm attacking this one. Same sort of operation, although about as successful. So I think before I get ahead of myself, 23 to hit on the first one.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so that does 18 damage initially, plus an additional 17. Damn.
How you want to do this?
Well, it's a 2-arrow shot, so I think probably I see that the 2 eyes that I plugged on it before weren't the right ones, and I pick out another pair and aim for those, and it probably launches across the room and gets stuck to the wall. And then my second attack, which I don't think will hit, it's an 18.
No, that'll miss.
Okay, I would direct it over at this guy.
Okay.
But if that matters.
They very quickly, you see them look over their shoulder at their friend who got pinned against the wall by arrows. And there is some intensified buzzing sounds.
Buzzing intensifies.
And they will both try to attack Havelock. And you hear some buzzing from down the hallway.
What's the buzz, Migo? No?
I liked it.
I'll see myself out.
Aww.
That's fine.
Okay. 28, nat 20, 22, 27, 22, 29, nat 20, 29.
You took all of my 20. Yes, sir, that's the man.
What's your AC?
Who are you talking to?
Havelock.
AC is 23.
23. So that is 2 misses. And then 6 hits.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Well, I think Havelock might be dead.
No, they don't do very much damage.
Oh. I guess that's nice considering that they attack 3 times no.
4 each.
4 times a piece.
Yep. Let's see. 7.
They got a lot of arms.
14, 18. I'm sorry. Nope. That's wrong. That's 20 damage, and then 9 for 15. So that's 35 total.
Okay.
And they get to make some grab attempts.
Bees!
Those are going to be misses, I think, but that one might hit. That is going to be a 30 against your
Oh, yeah.
CD.
Mine's 24, so definitely.
Plea, can 2 creatures grapple the same target?
They'd all be. No. So like, someone can try to grapple someone off of somebody.
Gotcha.
In which case, like all 3 would like be grappled, but like no.
So basically, one creature would grapple, do its thing, and then the other creature would grapple and do its thing. They can't both simultaneously maintain grapple.
Yeah,
so
basically.
It would be a sequential order, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you're describing is a sort of insect orgy situation.
Whoever rolled the highest CMB would be the one in the grapple, and the other one would just not be grappling.
Well, since their turns all happen at once, it's going to be in sequential order, where the one that rolled first will have it, and then the one who rolled after, if they succeed, will take control of it. And they did roll higher, so they will. Okay, so the creature like hits at you a bunch of times with its claws, and then finds purchase somewhere on your armor, and pulls you up to near one of its larger eyes, and starts taking a closer look at your skull, Havelock. And they're going to use their Eviscerate ability.
It can do this all on the same turn?
Yeah, if you get grappled. When a Migo makes a successful grapple check, in addition to any other effects caused by a successful grapple, it deals sneak attack damage to the victim.
Awesome.
So you'll take 6 points of sneak attack damage, and I need you to make a fort save.
I'm going to use Instant Judgment to change Destruction to Purity.
There's a good touch and a bad touch.
Yeah, this doesn't sound great.
Way past cool.
Alright, well.
Well, you succeed at that.
I'm very fortitudinal.
So it is attempting to find its way into your cranium, but I guess you just use your strength to pull your skull away from the blade well enough.
Let's be honest here. Havelock is extremely hard-headed.
Yeah.
There's also that.
They just bounce off.
I think
It's
you
probably
see
like-
it penetrate the skull and it's searching around, but you just hear a hollow ringing noise.
like a gourd.
Yeah, I was like, can you make that sound? That was
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, the other one is going to grab you for surgery. You see it like buzz at its friend, kind of like, no, let me try.
Like the
fuck?
stormtroopers.
You'll take 5 points of damage from this one attempting, and you'll need to make another fort save for me.
Make it.
He's like, I'm not afraid of you,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You guys see it like trying to cut its way into Havelock's skull, and like, granted, you're bleeding a lot and it's dripping down your face, but as far as you can tell, they haven't made it through the bone. Hurts like hell though. Leopold.
After the misfire, I'm still just sitting there stunned that it has happened once again, and I snap back into it. I'm gonna spend a grit to make it a fucking less of an action. So I'm just gonna fucking make it to where it's clear, and then I'm gonna just fucking unload on this fucking thing. And I swear to, I basically just slap the side of it, just making all of the black powder that didn't fucking go off fall out. Slap a new one in. I'm just gonna fucking go for it again. I'm just gonna go work, you son of a bitch! Okay. Looks like we worked. That's good.
I found
good.
the rules for
I'm gonna be
allies
shooting that.
grappling. Apparently, it's just 8 and other.
Okay.
Oh.
I think
So
those...
28, 18, and 22 to 10.
Yeah, those all hit.
So that is 10, 9, and 12.
Oh, your shots are piercing and bludgeoning, so...
There
Is
be
that,
DR.
Okay, so there's DR. But
Yeah.
I do have clustered shot.
Yep.
So it is 31 before the DR is removed 1.
Oh, is it all at once?
Yes, if I use a full
How do you
round
want to do
attack.
this?
Oh, I basically aim it towards the one that's currently confused as to why he's not, obliterating fucking his skull. And I'm just gonna put all 3 of them right into the the tenderless mound of it, what I assume is its head, and hopefully make that thing pop like an old gourd.
That thing.
Yes, the thing that looks like a certain appendage.
Yeah. The funky space penis.
Yes.
You can see that its head starts like changing colors right before your bullet just like vivisects its face.
Cool.
And
Net
it
game.
plops down to the ground.
There's more of them.
Xenesis.
Oh, I suppose while I'm hiding behind my shield, I'm gonna channel energy because I can see that my comrades aren't doing so.
I'm good, says Havelock with his Magana just leaking down his fucking ear.
Xenesis with the clutch heal. Look at
Like
that.
spits out
Everybody
blood. That's a
gets
lot
that.
of 6s. Holy fuck.
That is a lot of
that is
sixes.
a lot.
5
Eight
and
of 5.
4 6s.
Yeah.
That's
That
really
was
good.
1 point shy of your max.
Beautiful.
Second highest roll
Beautiful
possible.
roll.
Yeah.
I think somebody
High five
came.
across the internet, too. I'm just
You're welcome.
It's real handy.
Havelock.
Yeah.
Ready for some murder?
Am I still...
You are no longer
grappled?
grappled. He killed the one that was grappling you.
Alright, word.
Don't know if you heard, Chris, about what the rules say for multiple creatures grappling.
Say again?
When multiple creatures attempt to grapple one target, the creature that first initiates the grapple is the only one that makes the check, with a +2 bonus for each additional creature assisting. So, there is no one grapples then the other, it's just one grapple check against one target.
So they couldn't,
And then they get a
all...
+2 for
No,
each
that's
creature.
if they're assisting each other.
No. So, if you're grappled by another creature, at most, another grab would assist the original grapple.
I guess they could release the grapple in successive order.
Yeah, you can release the grapple as I think, free action, so.
Which is what happened then.
So.
Mr. Havelock. Slice and dice, my friend.
I already have done.
Oh, okay. I missed it because there's a wall of text. 26 will definitely hit. 21 damage is a fair amount. Your weapon is slashing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I forgot. I would have turned on Bane as well.
Okay.
Hearing more buzzing. I don't know if that's retroactive.
Sure.
But so that would actually be a +2 to both.
So 2 extra damage?
Yes.
Okay.
And I would roll 2d6.
Sure.
Why do I have to look it up every time?
I getcha. I'm going to move on to Plea, and I'll
Sure.
just put your damage in when you're done.
It would be 5. An extra 5.
Nice. So through the blood running down your face, Havelock, you're just like swinging your blade, somewhat recklessly because you can't fully
see.
But you definitely find purchase on whatever their, like, I guess, Kratonus hide.
Yeah.
Mr. Plea.
I am trying to figure out. Oh, wave blade does not count as one weapon. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Actually, I don't think I know that they have damage reduction because no one said anything about damage. I will grapple. Much better this time.
Given that the thing died, I really don't know if I would have noticed that.
Okay.
Happen.
Yeah, you grapple it. Ilix.
Ilix hears probably the buzzing of more of these things coming down the hallway, and it'll take a 5-foot step. And I'm going to get a line on this guy. And is going to do, yeah, pretty much the same thing she's been doing.
Pew, pew, pew. It's the lady with the laser arrows. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
That poor thing.
Hey.
There's what we're talking about. So that's a 35 to hit, 31 to confirm.
Yep.
So
Give me
wow,
damage.
Buenos noches, amigo.
Okay. 11 plus 17 is 28. Plus 27 is 55. Does that sound right, math people? 27 plus 28?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. 55 plus, if the 29 hits, then that's another 15 for 70 damage.
Alright. How much of this is grouped together for DR?
None of it.
Okay.
I don't have clustered shot. So each one of these will take the DR.
Well, he's not dead, but there's blood spattered all over the little field behind him, and it's like, it's kind of like a rust orange color, and it's sort of like diffusing into the barrier like it would droplets of blood in water. Okay. Impromptu surgery time. This one against you is gonna attempt to take control of the grapple.
Cool.
Because that's kind of their thing.
Good luck.
Nat 20 for a total of 32.
They can only do it with a nat 20
Yeah,
then.
I guess so. Okay. So, you will take 7 points of damage from the grapple. I need you to make a fort save.
Let me do the 7 damage first. 7 and fort save.
That's not gonna do it. So, that will be 4 points of dexterity damage as he slices into your shoulder, exploring the muscle tissue there.
Hey.
That's a lot of dex damage. Very ouch.
Actually, it's not your turn yet, Leopold. I need to move the other
Yep.
beasties. What is their movement? It's 30, 50. Jesus.
Because they can fly.
Oh god.
After the
I don't
gunshot
like this
and
at
arrows
all.
ring out, a bunch of them come.
Oh no! Oh no!
But
Now this is where I wish I had a blunder.
Okay.
Okay. Havelock is in a bad way at the moment.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think
Did you only remove an X off of it, but didn't remove the
I
creature?
deleted it.
Oh.
They're stacked on top of each other. Trust me, I'm not going to throw extra mobs at you if I can help it.
I don't know.
That doesn't tack with what I know about you at all.
Okay. So two of these are going to attack Havelock, 23 and 26.
Well, I think I would use instant judgment if I saw a shitload of them swarming around me to get
Fair
protection. I don't think that will actually make the 26 not hit. 23 wouldn't have hit anyway. Wait a minute.
Okay.
All right, so it's a plus.
And then 26 versus Leopold's AC. I think that hits as well.
Right on the money.
Okay, so we'll deal with Havelock first. You'll take 4 points of damage. They get to attempt to grab. That is going to be a 31.
That will grab.
So 6 points of sneak attack damage, and I need fort save.
All right, so wait, how much damage have I taken so far? 4 and 6?
The 26 was the attack roll. You've taken 4 and 6 for 10.
Okay.
And then I need fort save for the ability damage.
As soon as Roll20 cooperates with me.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Nice.
Leopold, you will take 6 points of damage, and it will fail to grab you for impromptu cranial exploration.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm always a fan for avoiding impromptu cranial exploration. I've always said that.
I've never been a fan of it.
It's on my blog.
Exploration.
It's actually I keep using that phrase because it's actually in the book, and I thought it was fucking hilarious when they were like, and it will explore. No, it said when it encounters the players, it will attempt impromptu exploratory cranial surgery. And I was like, that's
cool.
Fucking a crazy way to say that, and I love it.
Very cool.
Well, I can't leave Havelock completely surrounded by these. So I feel I'd be kind of doing it a disservice to not give them at least a target to attack.
Sure, yeah.
So I'm just going to pour everything into this guy here in an attempt to kill him. Is this the one that got just pegged real hard by Elix?
Yeah. It's just like dripping blood everywhere.
Okay. Might be able to finish it off then. Let's hope so, because I don't want this thing to rip Havelock's head off.
That's a success right there. Are you firing all your shots?
I'm firing all of my shots, and I'm even going to use a grit to do an up close and deadly.
Okay. First attack. Are you grouping these?
Yes, on one guy.
Okay. Well, he just dies
Just
then.
him.
Nice.
Okay.
So, how do you want to do this?
You just see the Havelock. You just see the one next to you that like ran up and attacked me, and just kind of like, starts surrounding you. Just its head just fucking explodes from 3 distinct shots directly into its eyes.
Nice.
Just vaporize.
So now there's one less surrounding you.
Oh my gosh. I don't really know what to do. I'll just try to throw a alchemist fire.
We would love to have like prayer.
That's
prayer
all. Prayers
prayer
super
would be
handy.
great.
The heal on your surrounded and less than half HP Inquisitor would be swell.
I cannot actually see Havelock's health.
Yeah, I can't either.
Oh, you can't?
Elix.
It's underneath.
Elix is on top.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. That's
Oh, dear.
that's how
Okay.
Havlock's doing.
Just officially quantify that.
Okay, then
Did you
can
take
I
Swift Channel?
retcon that and
They take
heal
what?
him?
Oh,
Does Xenesis have Swift Channel? Because you might be able to do prayer and a channel.
Is that a feat?
Yeah, I don't know if you took it yet or not. I remember you said you wanted to.
I will, since running on time and whatnot, I'll
Okay.
just check later, but I will heal Havelock and you can move on while I calculate it.
Okay. Havelock.
Okay. Yeah, Havelock's going super beef boy. I'm gonna start with this guy here, I think. Oh, come on, roll 20.
Slice and dice.
Alright.
Nice.
You guys are critting a fuck ton tonight.
Keen Edge, baby.
I think we
And I'm
need it.
only hitting 18s.
Well, that's not going to confirm because that's in that one.
Yeah, exactly. Well, see, you're complaining, but look at what's happening. Alright,
Well,
so
I'm not complaining. I'm happy for you guys.
this is for the first attack, this is for the second attack. Extra Bane damage.
Okay, which creature gets hit first?
Well, I was targeting this guy.
Bottom
So if he
right.
dies, if he dies, then I'd switch to this guy.
And this is your extra
That'd be-
damage on both attacks.
Yeah, 33 to him on the first attack, and 37 on the next attack.
You'll need both attacks to kill him, but you do kill him. So how do you
Yep.
want to do that?
I switch to the flat of my blade, and I just go.
Like a fly
and
swatter.
I just go fly swatter, and I just smack him twice, and just pound him into the ground.
Your greatsword goes.
Yeah.
You can nail this thing over the head,
Yep.
and it plops down on the ground with a considerable amount of force.
Mhm.
Plea.
I will take control of this grapple.
Okay. Success.
Yeah, that's all I can do. Standard action.
Ilix.
Ilix is going to blast this boy in the back.
Do it.
Whoops, that is the wrong thing. Sorry about that. Ooh, that first attack I'm
Yeah, that's
almost
a
certain
whiffer.
doesn't hit. So that second one's going to be a 25 to hit and 14 damage.
Okay. Their turn. We're grappling this one, so it's just going to attack you with grapple in place. Because I'm a silly person and forgot they could grapple for free when they attack you.
Well, they take the penalty on their attacks.
Yes.
So,
But they take a penalty on grappling anyway.
you don't
It's an
take a
attack roll.
Well, no. So like that's the one attack that they don't take a penalty on.
Oh.
The grapple penalty doesn't affect. your
Oh,
grapple
except
attacks
those to escape grapple
or take control.
or take control. Wow. Learned something new today. So 21, 20, 27, 24 to hit.
I think
Probably
only
gave you
24.
much heal, but
Oh, no, the 27. Oh, I did lose a lot of decks. What were they
Oh,
again?
that's handy.
Just 27 and 24 would be hits,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, those are the only two.
Okay, so 10 damage from those. Now for grapple attempts.
That gets me close to topped off, almost.
That is going to be a 28,
Only a nat 20 will succeed. So
even when you're grappling.
I don't take penalties on the grapple.
because he's bum.
Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, just the 10 damage, and...
I'm telling you, this guy fucking sweats lube. All right, you cannot pin him
he, like,
down.
just oils his body
wait a second.
7
I
times
can't
a
be
day.
grappled anyway. I have freedom of movement on. I'm immune.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
So I actually don't take that dex damage because he couldn't have
No.
eviscerated me.
No.
Nice.
I mean, that was cast on me 3 games ago, which is a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
So, how long does that spell last?
90 minutes. It's been way less than that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
it was 100. It was 100 minutes before we got down here. It was 90 minutes when we got in here.
90. So there had
You should
90
still have at
minutes.
least like
There were 90
30
minutes
on it.
left when we walked into this dungeon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I should have
you'll
it for the
be
whole
solid
time.
for a while. Okay.
I'll be solid for a while after learning that.
I mean, I'll keep the damage that he did, but that dex really fucks me. So.
So these are gonna fly up to Mr. Havelock. I think they see you as a bigger threat, so I think they're all gonna attack you.
Yeah, I got
I really
fucking.
want to find
I
out.
got fucking Mygo blood just fucking like caked to my sword right now.
Yeah, you look like a hot wing. Like
See
you just
previous-
drenched in orange sauce.
See previous Doom guy image.
Oh god.
Like, yeah.
Killed so many of those bugs. Bashed like 200 of amigos.
Okay, that's a fuck ton of misses.
Mothers and fathers and grandfathers and little baby amigos.
Wow. So that's that is
17 nat 20s.
that's fucking 12 misses.
Yeah, that's what you get.
16, 17, 15, 13, 23, 25, 22, natural 1, 17, 15, 15, 22.
Yeah,
that's
They've
where
been
they've-
getting 20s.
they've been getting higher than 20s. That's why I
Yeah,
put
they've been-
protection on. Oh,
Yeah.
Chris, I'm Pharasma's chosen, alright? What do you think? You're gonna kill me with fucking bugs? Bro?
Fungi.
Space mosquitoes?
He was hoping not to
Space
kill you, but
mosquitoes.
to
Fucking
dissect your
fungi?
skull.
Yeah.
Alright, Leopold, it is your turn. Give us some bug guts on the wall.
Spin the fucking wheel and try to kill this.
Do it.
Do it all again. I'll even spend the grip and see if I can.
Fan on him, dude. Fan on him.
Hell yeah, fan the hammer.
Pa 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 pa.
Okay. Is that all grouped in one?
Oh yeah.
Alright, which one?
It's gonna be the one directly in front of me, just because closest guy. And with
Total damage,
everything,
please.
do all of them hit?
Yes.
49 before reduction.
Which is only occurring one time because everything's grouped. Yeah, he's in a bad way. He's still alive, but there is definitely just an orange mist that appears behind him as you just fan the hammer into this thing.
At least bullets aren't line attacks like they are in real life. Well, they could ricochet, but
Xenesis, you want to kill some
Alright.
bugs?
Do I want to? I don't know if I can. So I'm just gonna aid plea.
Okay.
Yeah, please the one that needs the aiding right now for sure.
Just remember that you're not a priest from Warcraft. Like, you can actually hit things.
Yeah, but my dex isn't very good, so most of the time I'd miss
Well,
anyway.
good thing that your attacks are based off strength and not dex.
Well, my strength's shitty too.
That's not good.
You're high enough level that you're if you've seen your attack rolls for just aiding another, like
Yeah, but plus 8.
like a 22 is pretty good. You'll hit. Like that attack roll right there, if you had hit one of the creatures with it, you would deal damage. It's just like high level stuff, like, I don't know, like if this was a dragon or something, that would be hard for you to hit because you don't have mods. But anytime there's a bunch of like little guys, there's a good chance that you can deal a little bit of damage to something.
First attacks here, second attacks, I assume if that guy dies. Second attack would
Yeah,
be,
first attack definitely goes squish. Just I assume fly swatter action again.
Yep. Slap!
Second attack against this guy, you
Doubt that confirms.
do confirm.
Aha! That's the sound of victory. 51.
51.
Oh, fuck. Bane as well, I forgot.
Yep.
And I left it on, so I'm gonna pay for it. might as well get some mileage out of it. First attack bonus, second attack bonus.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
I think we've established an effective tactic for the Migos,
Okay.
which is smash them with the broadside of my sword.
Okay. In a completely bizarre display of combat prowess, Havelock turns his blade sideways and just beats the shit out of this Migo. And
they're not immune to swatting damage.
And
it
mind
bypasses
you, this
their
one
DR.
hadn't taken any damage yet. It was fine. And Havelock was just like, get down, you stupid bug!
Yeah, well, fuck with Pharasma's Chosen, dude. That's what you get.
Please.
Well, now that I'm controlling this grapple, and realize that I can't be grappled...
Dude, you should eviscerate its brain. I should be like, now see how you like it.
Wave blade the fuck
well,
out of him.
I do have to not roll another nat 1. Okay, I didn't roll a nat 1, so I should be fine on controlling that grapple. Or maintaining it.
I preemptively rolled fort. It'll be 21.
Wait, what? Oh, gotcha. Let's see, coup de grace. And 34 is the check.
Okay, so he dies.
He dead, and I slice the top of his skull off, just all the way around, and then split it in two.
Okay, he did. Ilix. There's but one
Ilix,
bug remaining.
Lorimer will step in here and will drill this guy point blank.
Oh my.
28 to hit.
Yep.
So 18 plus 13 for 30. What, 31 on that first attack? And I think 18 doesn't hit.
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, just 31 damage.
Okay. You shoot some arrows into him, and he bleeds a lot, but he's still buzzing about.
Full of juice.
Okay. This bugger is gonna attack Ilix, because he hasn't had any success performing surgery on this Havelock person.
All the shit inside my head's fucked anyways. Go for it. Maybe you'll make some improvements.
It's a very curious case, yeah. That's going to be a 28, a 15, a nat 20, and a 14. So 2 hits, I believe.
Two hit. My AC is 22.
And it will also crit. Trying to remember in Combat Manager if the damage off to the side is additive or not. I'm gonna assume. Yeah, I mean that's within the realm of possibility. Okay, so that'll be 12 and 27 damage total from being crit by the scalpel hands. And he gets
so minus 12 and minus 27?
No, 27 total.
Total, okay.
Yep, sorry.
Yep, it's all good.
That's one failed grapple check, but this one probably succeeds with 25.
My CMD is 28.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Dexy bitch.
Okay, so he can't perform surgery on you either. But he sure tries, and he just slices at you wildly, and not with the same surgical precision that you saw earlier. Leopold.
See if we can fucking clean this
guy.
guy.
You know what else? I think it tries to fly away. No, it can't. I already attacked 4 times. So never mind. Leopold, go ahead.
Well, now it can.
Kill it.
All around.
Kill it.
Kill
it.
Damn. That's a murder hobo.
So that is 26.
Screw it.
26 damage.
26
I
damage.
assume the 12 touch does not hit.
It does not.
You know what we should say about their attack on us? They blew it.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
Xenesis.
Alright, I'm gonna aid Havelock
To attack or defend?
to attack.
Okay. You do need to be adjacent to the creature you are trying to do that to. Yes.
Okay, then I'll defend.
You have to be adjacent for any aid another. Yeah, I haven't been enforcing that, but that the rule is that you need to be standing next to the creature because you're trying to distract them.
Oh.
The reason I can do it from behind people on my Oracle is because he has a reach weapon.
Right.
Does that work?
Yes.
You might have a reach weapon too somewhere.
Yeah, if you have a reach weapon, you could totally do it with a long spear.
Yeah.
So just remember that for next time. So Havelock, you'll have a.
I switch my judgment to justice. Get down, kid. Oh, that's really bad. But
you do have a +2 to hit from Xenesis helping you.
Oh. Okay, so it's a 35 and a 21 to hit.
So how do you want to do this?
I just grab it and I just start fucking it to death. No, don't do that. I think I slam the tip of the sword into its brain, into whatever it looks like its head, and try and pry it open. Be like, how do you like it?
So you watch me slice its head off, and you're like, "Oh, I can try that."
Yeah. There are multiple tactics that can work here.
Okay. So the Migo are dead.
Cool. And I think that after this combat, it has been 10 minutes since the scum fight, so I'm going to turn off those.
I really don't like being here.
I was just about to say the same thing.
When we're done here, I'm going to find a lake the size of... What's the lake that we got down here, that we dove into?
The ocean?
This is actually Avalon Bay.
I'm going to find an Avalon Bay-sized drink of Applejack, and I'm not going anywhere till I'm done.
Are you sharing? Because I might join you.
Well, you've certainly all earned your keep. I'll see if I can't help out with that once we've finished.
Please.
Thanks, Professor.
Please silence back to the party. We should continue moving on, and while we have some momentum, and just press this forward without pause.
Yeah, sure. Why pause?
Yep.
I'm covered in Migo guts.
I mean, you're at least.
As he
Yeah, when you guys were checking out the room earlier, I think you would have also noticed a small glass stone near Gregory's body that would have fallen out of orbit around him.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Can we pick it up and identify it?
Sure. Give me a spellcraft, somebody.
Does it summon more fucking Migos?
Maybe. Not great.
I cast guidance on Havelock.
I rolled a 2.
Jesus. Okay.
Dude, when do I get my fucking follower Steven? Because I really need him. I need him very bad. We don't know anything. We're gonna be like, all right, just identify this, and just pull out a fucking big ass trunk of erstwhile unidentified magical items that we
all you will dump the handy haversack, and 500 pounds of unidentified magic goods fall out.
He's like,
okay.
Okay.
Why don't you both give me another roll? Because you also find a small silver ring.
Casting guidance.
I'm also casting guidance on her.
Various
oh my
god.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
None of you guys put knowledge in spellcraft either, so fuck off.
Had I only devoted more time to the study of magical lore than monsters.
I rolled better than you, and I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I at least recognized it as a ring. You tried to put it on. You know what? I don't even.
So there's
Bam.
a glass. Wow.
My
Oh.
innate
Wow.
untrained eye.
Yeah, can't use it untrained though.
I know. I
That's
know.
the problem.
I recognize
that
it as
outburst-
magical, even though I don't have.
Yeah,
detect
no, the
magic.
items you can definitely tell they're magical, and the gemstone looks very similar to your ion stone, so it's not a big stretch to say Plea might know that it's an ion stone, but none of you have any idea what it does.
So, literally,
But
That's
for
magical
our
ring.
purposes, you will record it as being pink in color.
Pink ion stone.
And it is
What was the other thing?
a small silver ring, and on it is like engravings of like kitchenware, like bowls and forks and knives
okay then.
and stuff.
Cool. I have marked those down in the bag. Big room ahead.
That outburst you had was basically like, fuck you!
Yeah. Mine was a little bit lower register than
I
that.
But like, it was like
Sure.
Brittany basically going just like, fuck you!
Ugh.
Fuck you.
Get that high.
So
Even with your
Plea,
nat one and
as
all
you come to the precipice of this room, or I guess the threshold, there are bones and remains of rotted carcasses that litter the floor of this dark cavern. The smell of wet fur hangs very heavy in the air.
Please signs to everyone. I smell wet fur. That does not bode well.
Wet
I don't
fur.
see any creatures.
What kind of furred creatures would be down here?
Can I roll knowledge nature to see if I can
Ones?
identify from
Yeah.
the smell?
Seals? No. Makes sense.
Oh.
Penguins.
A seal?
Nope.
Seal the R&B artist? I compare you to a kiss from a rose.
Back up a sec. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I see. You don't have to get too terribly far in. Be careful with new lines, Whitney.
I think it
Anyway,
automatically does it.
yeah, it's
Like
stupid. I hate it. Discord is also a good option. Although this is easier for me to see. Yeah. Yeah, stick to doing it here because it's easier for me to look over and not have to change windows. The bones and carcasses in the chamber appear to be a mixture of scum and human. I'll just give you that because you guys are knowledgeable enough. Actually, you rolled knowledge nature. So yeah.
How big is this cave?
Does
it like go off in the distance? I can't see.
It's massive.
The cave is the monster. It's just a mouth.
Kind of reminds me of little pockets in the lungs.
I can't quite say. Oh yeah, that's right.
Alveoli?
Yeah, all those little pockets that we keep going into.
Gross.
Mhm.
Okay. I actually need you guys to roll initiative. As Plea steps into the threshold of the room.
Fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna swap to my musket because I have the feeling this fucking thing is gonna be like way over here.
I know
It's
you
gonna
guys
just
are,
be
are
like-
sick of the combat, but Zoo has buffed me to the kill, so I'm trying to like take advantage of all
it's-
the play
Let's
I
do
have
it.
in as many combats as
This
possible.
is a bit of a dungeon crawl anyway, so the more of them we can get out of the way, the better.
I don't know. It just stresses me out.
Why?
If you don't know what to do, never hurt to attack it. Like
Okay.
it doesn't hurt.
I mean, it could hurt.
They
Worst
could
comes to
very
worst,
hurt.
you'll miss.
Worst
What
case,
you don't know
mm,
can hurt you.
Well, I mean, don't put yourself in a situation where you're gonna get owned and knocked out in one hit, but like, most of the time, you're gonna be fine.
I don't know if my character feels like
So anyway, Shub Niggeroth crawls out of the corpses laying on the floor.
Everybody else in your party runs away, but we told you to attack, so.
Yeah, Cynesis, you go take care of it. You're a big, strong girl. You can do it.
Yep, you're Pharasma's chosen today.
We'll be over here. Okay.
Wait, do I actually go first in initiative for once?
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically.
I rolled poopy.
We all did. Except you.
I rolled mediocre.
So I need to double check, but is it only hostile, like attacks, breaks, invisibility?
It would be
Hostile actions.
hostile actions, yeah.
Yeah.
Greater
casting
invisibility
spells.
Ignores that.
That's casting
Attacking.
spells with targets, though, right? It's not gonna be like AoE effects.
If you're doing AoE that hits targets, it breaks you out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it like applies a
Does
debuff
it-
or
Yeah, does it directly affect us for damage or some kind of save?
Yes.
Yeah.
then yes.
Then yeah.
If it was like an obscuring miss, then no.
Right.
Jesus, 120-foot square. 120-foot square per level? Holy hell. Okay. Well, just
The floor is lava.
the whole fucking ground in here just became a bunch of sharp stones and spikes.
I shall paint them.
Rocky ground, stone floors, and similar surfaces shape themselves into long, sharp points that blend into the background. So basically, you guys, like, Plea, you're walking up, and you're like, I don't know, get too close to the wall, and it, like, cuts your arm a little, and you're like, what the fuck? And you can see, like, the ground around you and the cave walls have all become very sharp and dangerous, and you can watch them shift.
Remember when I joked that this was a mouth?
Heh.
No.
And then this guy appears.
What the fuck? Oh, it's like the Demogorgon.
Oh, it's Jerry!
Oh, hey, man!
I haven't seen you since high school, dude. What have you been up to?
What's up?
Look at this.
So
yeah, she was at war.
everybody in the area needs to make a reflex save to avoid injuring your feet and legs.
You know, that's my one good one. Why
I've
you gotta
been
do me like that?
I've been studying Plea very well.
Reflex. Havelock doesn't know the meaning of the word.
I only flex.
These spikes just
Yeah.
come up
There
through
is
my
no
feet.
re.
I've never
So
had
these-
to do it twice
Just
before.
10.
So, Chris, what you're saying is I'm just standing there and just these fucking spikes come up through my shoe.
Ah!
Yeah. Oh, who left the D4s out? Nerd caltrops. I kinda like his
Okay.
eye.
Sorry, I'm learning this spell right now. I've never seen this before. I did not realize this was even going to be in play. So I don't know if you take the damage immediately. It sounds like you have to move through the area.
Oh, like grease? But like it damages you rather than tripping you?
Well, it says any creature, let's see, shapes themselves into sharp objects. Any creature moving on foot into or through the spell's area moves at half speed. In addition, each creature moving through the area takes 1d8 points of piercing damage for each 5 feet of movement through the area they make.
Oof!
Any creature that takes damage from the spell must also succeed a reflex save to avoid injuries to its feet and legs.
Sweet.
So it doesn't actually damage you immediately.
So you just
So
have to
if
make
you
a save
move
every time you
on
move through it?
Yep, you'll take damage as you move through the area. So
And the
this-
save.
And the save,
Fun
yep.
fact. Freedom of movement protects me from this. Hooray!
So,
What?
reflex will be the save that we have to make if we move.
So point of order, plea. It does not say that it is difficult terrain. It specifically says any creature moving on foot into or through the spell's area moves at half speed.
This spell enables you to move normally for the duration of the spell, even under the influence of magic that usually impedes movement. So it would.
But it wouldn't make you immune to the damage.
It just makes you immune to the movement.
But it would make you immune to the movement restriction.
Okay.
I guess.
Gotcha. So I can move at normal speed, but I still have the reflex to avoid the damage.
Just do like a
No, there's no avoiding damage.
Yeah, he just said that.
Okay.
But you make a reflex save to avoid the damage.
Reflex halves damage, I think.
Halves.
No, the reflex prevents further injury. A failed save causes the creature's speed to be reduced to half normal for 24 hours, or until you receive a cure spell to dress the injuries.
Can you link it?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I read reflex partial and I assumed that. Yeah, no, you're right. There is no save for the piercing damage.
You move, you take damage.
Fuck. Okay.
That is big. Oh, that's spike growth. Okay, I get it. There's a druid spell that's kind of like the same thing, except it makes like thorny vines grow everywhere.
Yeah, sorry guys, I've just never seen the spell before, so I'm sorry for slowing things down.
It's a weird spell.
Plea, you can go ahead.
I didn't know there was a more damaging version of it.
Cool. Well, I guess it's good that I'm the closest. I will move forward. I will reflex. I mean, does that previous reflex affect this movement, or since it didn't affect me before?
Yeah, I would allow you to use your previous reflex save.
Cool.
But you're still gonna take damage from moving because we
it's 1d8.
Yeah, 1d8.
You said. Okay. Can you roll that?
Yeah, I got it. 7.
Cool. I take 7 damage and I grapple.
Jesus.
Yep.
That's what I do.
That's fair.
Boy, do what he do.
Boy, do what that boy do.
He is specialized.
Boy, do dabba dee babba dabba do.
Yeah, I'm do dabba dee dabba dude.
I think Havelock just like sees all the spike growth and he just looks at Pali just like fucking catching this thing in a fucking armbar, and he's like, you're good.
Probably set this one out.
Yeah, I think I can just chill here, probably.
Yeah, you'll succeed at grappling.
Would Dimension Hop avoid that?
Okay, I have a quick question. So I have a spell, and yes, it is prepared. It's called Stone Shape, and I can form stone into whatever shape that I want to use it. So could I like level this? Form the stone to flat?
How much does it change? Because I think there's a limitation on how much stone you can shape.
That's a really good idea, though.
It's stone
because
or
10 cubic
stone object touch. Yeah, 10 cubic
plus
feet.
1 cubic feet per level. So 20
cubic feet?
20 cubic feet.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
That's like the whole room. At least the combat part of the room we're going to be dealing with.
Yeah, so I would like to form that into a flat, like, smooth
because it
marble.
Does it forms the stone, right? Rather
you have to touch it.
Yeah, so I'll move.
Go square by square and.
An existing piece of stone.
Well, is the cavern floor one piece of stone?
Yeah, that's the question.
I would argue that there's a bunch of different pieces.
It's a good thought, Zoo.
No, I like it. I'm trying to think of how to make it work.
Well, can it work similar to like earthbending? Because that's how we treated it in what's that campaign that we were with my oracle who did ice shape. Like as long as the water was or the ice was within my reach, I could extend or push sort of parts of it. Like water bending. But it had to be like,
so like
stuff I could touch.
If she like got to here, took a little bit, and then used it.
Well, I mean, if you look at the map, there's like one big visible crack through it. So, like, there's a crack that runs like that. So
Oh yeah.
I suppose you could make the argument that all this shit is one stone.
She could also potentially like grab a big ass stone, like a big rock, a part of the wall, and just make it into a fucking like ramp, or make it into like a pathway.
That or I was thinking, or I could.
I think the way I think this is going to work is that you have to touch the stone as you move along, and I will let you, for the duration of your movement, I will let you remove that area.
Okay.
So as long as she moved along the path that she wanted to like smooth over.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a cool use of that spell, actually.
That's a really clever usage of it. You prepared this spell.
Yeah, well, it was one of the ones when I was early on that I saw was a really good spell to have once I gained level 3 spells.
Huh.
It's very functional.
Surprisingly useful when it comes up.
That can actually,
like
in a completely stone environment
and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. For the same reason that wood shape was super useful in the druid.
Yeah, can you mark your path?
Yeah.
That would be rad. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're good. You can draw.
Well, have you allowed me to draw?
Yeah, you're good.
I forgot you took that ability away from her.
Yeah.
Okay. It is now the monster's turn.
Meow.
Let me see how this ability works.
Sweet.
Hi, buddy.
I may be no druid, but I can do something.
I may be no crackhead, but I'm all about them rocks.
Oh my god.
You, sir, are fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Also, pretty sure you are a crackhead.
If you're not, you have a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. He is gonna roll a 32 versus your CMD. For it's just a standard combat maneuver, it's not grapple.
Okay, is he trying to take control because he's grappled?
He's not taking control of a grapple. It's not a grapple at all. It's a different combat maneuver.
Different combat maneuver. My CMD is 34.
Okay.
It's called Eat with Face.
Seems really low. Why is it only 34?
Let me make sure that I'm doing the math on this correctly.
He's got some heckin' chompers there.
Every time I
this
look at
guy's like 12
eyes,
feet tall.
It looks like he's in the middle of a hearty laugh with his eyes like that.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. John Wookie
Nipple. He does have a bit of a Jabba face.
Yeah, he looks like the Jabba crossed with the big monster. The
Sarlacc?
big one that... No, not the Sarlacc, the other one. That he sticks the bone in its mouth. Rancor, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a Jabba Rancor hybrid that's like went to the gym and got swole.
Like a Rancor mouth with Jabba eyes.
Yeah. Turned sideways.
Okay.
Plus gym membership.
I think it fails to awesome blow you. So, Leopold.
I was thinking Jabba Core.
Because that sounds like a miserable day for me.
Yeah.
What, you don't want to be thrown across the room into spikes?
No,
That is literally just an amazing fucking ability. Alright, that thing came into existence, and I am not a man of... I'm thinking that is going to be doing what the fucking things in the first room did, or was invisible, so I'm going to use a tracer round for my first shot.
Ooh, good idea.
Oh, battle.net, no! Wrong button!
Oh,
no, battle.net, no!
Rainer, what are you doing here?
No, it was like, I have arisen from my 1,000-year slumber.
Now commence with the update.
Get out of my game, Tyrael.
No, I had to... Had to remove one of my tracer bullets. All right. 31 to touch and 11 damage. And the second one, I do not think hits 14 versus touch. Oh wait, no, it is a large. It might have
It's a
dog.
large creature, and it is grappled, so
Yeah.
they're both in your favor.
So the first load is the tracer, and then I will do the swift reload from the bandolier.
His touch AC is 8. You're fine.
Oh god!
Talk more about your loads.
It is 1d4 rounds. One moment.
What does tracer bullets do again?
For 1d4 round. So,
load.
Okay, next round.
For this next round, it will be outlined if it goes.
Wait, how many rounds?
For one round until my next turn. If it goes invisible, it will be outlined as if under the effects of the fairy fire spell. So it will take a -2 to AC versus all ranged attacks, and it will be outlined if it goes invisible. So that will be good for keeping track of it if it decides to, fuck off or do something during its turn.
I mean, the -2 to ranged attacks are pretty nice too.
Yeah, I'm setting it up for Ilix. Hit him with the wombo combo.
Thanks,
do it,
buddy.
No problem, buddy.
And we're now seeing Auctioneer Lorm.
Yeah, so both attacks will hit. What's my damage total here?
Shit, you put me on the spot like this. 30.
Okie dokie.
This isn't Dungeons and Dragons.
Ilix.
This is just math.
I like how Leopold shoots it, and then he's surprised by the question of how much damage it does. It's really put me
I
on
wasn't
the spot
intending
here,
to hurt it.
Asking me how much damage
You're
my
right, I'm
bullets
sorry.
did.
I should have done that in character.
How much damage was it?
I love the idea of this creature asking how much damage it just took.
You gotta
Whips out
share
a
that with
notepad
me,
and
dude.
just
That's
starts
fucking
tallying.
awesome.
It doesn't, die. It just once it gets too low enough, it's okay, I'm gone. Bye.
How much
Oh,
time
yeah.
been working on that?
This is Chris's actual avatar in the game.
Yeah, he's gonna
Good
die
lord.
very soon.
You gonna
Ilix.
die. So Ilix, hoping that this thing is an evil outsider, is going to issue her hunter's bond. However she does that.
So far, it's been mostly bugs.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. This guy looks more. Yeah.
In fairness, they've all looked like evil outsiders, and then they weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm going to do that. So if, in fact, this guy is, you guys will get a bonus. But I'm going to attack him with deadly aim and pinpoint targeting. So that's a 25 to hit, and he gets no natural armor, no armor bonus, any of that shit. Fortunately, I don't do a hell of a lot of damage.
Yeah, those are both hit.
Okay, so both of them will hit. Is he an evil outsider?
No.
Okay,
He is
so
evil,
then that.
but he's not an
Okay.
outsider.
Okay, he's an evil insider. He will take 11 damage from my first attack.
Okay.
Plus an additional 12. So 23.
Okay.
And then 16 more for 39.
Okay. You just pepper this thing with arrows, and you see it kind of teeter on its legs, which now you notice have entirely too many knees.
Gross.
It's uncomfortably large number of joints. And it kind of catches itself thanks to Plea fucking holding its leg like a toddler.
Should take some glucosamine and chondroitin. In my age, I've learned the value of mineral supplements.
All
right.
I'm
looks
old
over
and easily lampooned.
He looks over his shoulder at Laura Delix, and he's just like, "What are you giving advice to?" That's the thought that's crossing his mind.
Are you grappling it, Plea?
I am grappling it.
Okay. And this area is not stone, right? Is this area stone here? Has it been stone shaped?
I think this is.
You didn't move there.
Okay.
I hope you didn't. You're
No.
threatening there.
I don't know.
What's wrong with that?
Should get
Getting
hit.
smacked.
He's grappled.
Doesn't matter. You
No,
don't lose AOs.
Yes, you do.
All right.
Yeah, you do. If you're grappled.
Oh shit, he could have attacked Plea way before he grappled him. Fuck. His 15-foot reach. He'd be whacking the
fucker
shit out of
got-
all
Oh
of you.
damn, that's insane.
It must be all those extra knees on his arm.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should have been.
Oh well.
He is 16 foot tall.
He's got arm, knees, and leg elbows.
All right.
Fuck.
If I dimensional hop, does that count as moving through?
No, well, we established earlier it didn't, I thought.
So Trav's asked. I never heard an answer.
Oh, for like the sharp stuff?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so, because you don't exist on this plane anymore, right?
Right.
You just,
I mean, I just appear in the square. I didn't know if.
I would treat it like Dimension Door.
All right.
You appear with spikes in your leg.
I'm gonna dimension hop there. Oh fuck, that's a move action.
I mean, I would just take the damage.
Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna move there and just take the damage. And then go Beef Boy on his A. What knowledge should I roll to try to identify this?
Dungeoneering.
Dungeoneering works.
Knowledge
Skill-
Hoth. Or, sorry, Tatooine. Tatooine.
Well, Dungeoneering,
Knowledge
not the greatest roll I've ever done, but
Not horrible.
it's not really going to change my plan, I suppose.
Yeah, it's usually 10 plus CR, and
Yeah.
he's higher than 9, so.
Yep. All right, I
Is
swing at
this
him.
a-
27. 27.
Attack.
Oh, plus Hunter's Bond if that works.
No.
I didn't think it would.
So, yeah, 27 will hit, and 10 will not.
Yep. The 10 doesn't hit?
No.
Dang, I thought for sure the 10 would have hit.
Shocking.
So, 23
I have
damage.
to adjust my calculations.
And now he's gonna die. Because his... Oh!
But
You gonna
but
die.
but I get to
Oh,
make
man.
2 grapple checks per round to maintain. Because of my greater grapple. So I don't get to,
You don't get to pin, though, right?
well, I can if I do maintain on the second one, I get to pin, but I don't get to do the coup de grace because I've used that was my move action.
Gotcha.
This is my standard action. I think I maintain.
Yes.
Because I think 30 was earlier. So yeah, he is now pinned, but I don't get to coup de grace.
Which still doesn't... I just still can't wrap my head around how you're pinning things that are larger than you, but away we go.
Grappling the legs.
I think that monks just have that, like, what are those like really bad 90s Stretch Armstrongs?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Jesus.
totally.
It just does.
I
Like,
think
it just
what's
worked.
happened is like I've wrapped my arms and legs around his arms and legs.
Yeah.
I'm like on his back right now. Just
Or you find one of those, like, pressure point places where you can, like, hit him and then he needs, like, 8 chiropractic adjustments to be able to move right again.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
He's gonna need 17 leg braces.
Yeah, you're done, dude.
Well,
need
you
some
can't see
Gonstead.
it, but he does have more arms than you can see. They just don't split at the shoulders.
How gross.
he has more arms than I can see. What?
His arms split into 4 at the elbows.
Wow.
Gross.
So I've grabbed his elbows and locked them behind his body.
I mean, I guess to grapple him right, all you really need to grab is, like, one arm and one leg. And if you're strong enough,
Yeah,
you
you
can
can just
basically
tie him into
hobble
a
him.
pretzel.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
I mean,
basically hobbled
Like
at that point.
grappled
Like,
is just means like I'm holding on to you. Like that's all
Yeah.
grappling is.
yeah.
Like pinning is understandably harder to grasp.
Yeah. You've probably just like if you pin him, you're probably just be like you knocked him onto the ground and got on top of him,
Yeah.
Oh.
which I guess is a little redundant.
Okay.
But he's now pinned and it's Zeus' turn.
Okay.
Okay, I know this isn't much, but I'm gonna heal you.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's like,
Always handy.
Like minimum heal.
Hey, it's the least you could do.
I appreciate the effort. I love it.
Okay. Keep grappling. You're doing great.
My favorite part is how like mealy mouse she is about it. She's like, "Hey, please, just like holding on for dear life against this monstrosity."
Like she's checking her phone.
I know this isn't a lot, but I got something for you. I saw this and I thought of you. Cure.
Yeah.
Anyway, boink.
Anyway.
I imagine that I'm really wrapped around this creature, so she like doesn't want to touch the creature.
She kind of just boop you on the nose.
She just like
hey, cutie
puts
patootie.
puts the spell on like the end of her stick and just like pokes you with it. Like, okay,
yeah, like ooh, he's like greasy.
Mm-hmm. Listen, Fraspa didn't really say anything about this.
He's got too many fingers per arm and body.
I signed up for the pension. I don't really know about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm for the afterlife benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Creature turn.
Yeah. I'm seeing if he has any options for while he's pinned, other than trying to get out.
Yeah.
Can he try to freeze you in carbonite? Can he hire a number of bounty hunters?
Yeah, this is why plea is terrifying. And all single target encounters, if they are grappleable,
and have discernible anatomy,
which this one does not.
He doesn't have discernible anatomy?
He's an aberration, so no.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
He's an aberration?
Ha! No, I know he's an aberration. Bait on!
Well, no, that means that Ilix gets extra bonus on him.
Yeah.
What?
I
have neutral evil outsider.
It's evil outsiders, aberrations, and undead are my three.
I only heard the outsider part.
Well, aberrations are her favorite terrain, so
yeah.
She likes walking all over him.
I mean, it would only be 4 extra damage.
Hey, that could mean a kill.
It explodes.
Don't
I mean, you say that like you're not going to murder him in at least one more round.
Yeah.
Yeah, those eyes are starting to look real shifty and panicked.
Yeah.
Chris, remember the time you guys found at level 1 a little goblin demon murderer insane person, and you guys convinced him that you were goblins?
Yes.
And then you pushed him into a pit?
Amazing.
It's kind of like that.
Yep.
This guy's supposed to be a combat.
I know, we're murderers.
Right now I'm trying to figure out how spell-like abilities work with pinned. Because it does say...
Doesn't take... I think you can use them, because they don't take any components.
Yeah, but there's the spells require a DC 10 plus the grapplers, and I don't know if that's just spells or spell-like abilities as well.
So the grapple flowchart that I have is as if who attempts to cast a spell or spell-like ability must make a concentration check.
See, mine does not have spell-like abilities listed.
Gotcha. What does grapple on or pinned? That's probably the better one. Because you cast spells like spell-like abilities. Or spell-like abilities like spells.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess like a constant spell-like ability would be immune to that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is possible to make a concentration check to use a spell-like ability defensively and avoid provoking an AOO. So yeah, I guess you would have to make a concentration.
Well, that's to prevent the AOO. This is talking about...
Yeah, but
pins.
I'm just... Right, I'm just...
While they're still looking, going forward, everybody will have a +2 to hit and a +1 damage because he's an aberration and my hunter's bond.
Usually a spell-like ability works just like the spell of that name. Spell-like ability has no verbal, somatic, or material components, nor does it require a focus. The user activates it mentally. Armor never affects spell-like ability's use, even if the ability resembles an arcane spell with somatic component. Spell-like ability has a casting time of a standard action unless noted otherwise. In all other ways, a spell-like ability functions just like a spell. So it would be him casting the spell. He just doesn't have to use verbal, somatic, or material components.
Mm-hmm. But you would still have to...
You still have to concentrate though, right?
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so he would have to roll like it basically on the pinned section, that would also apply to spell-like abilities because of the way spell-like abilities work.
Yeah. The way that they're described, spell-like abilities are described, has call outs for how to make concentration checks, so it seems like in every other way besides the components, they act
he
like a
attempts to
regular
cast a
spell.
spell, but he's going to fail because he has to nat 20 basically to succeed. He rolled a 25.
That will fail.
Now he's going to die.
You gonna die.
I'm okay with
Wait,
it.
he rolled a what?
25.
Oh yeah, because it's 10 plus my CMB plus spell level.
Yep.
He's very close.
Well, we
My
can only
CMB is
hope he
15,
dies.
so
CMB. Oh
He
yeah,
can
DC 10 plus CMB. That already puts you at 25 though, plus the
yeah,
spell
he
level.
can cast cantrips. That's pretty much
Yeah.
it.
I can't fire more than once, actually, because I don't have the ability to reload. I don't think he's going anywhere, though, so I'm just going to fire once and reload with the band. So, 15 damage.
All right.
I do the thing.
Shoot it. Shoot her.
Okay, so that's a 36 to hit, and a.
How do you want to do this?
I'm all about the eyes tonight because they're the only like discernible anatomy on this thing. But so I think like Plea is struggling. You have it pinned, right?
Yep.
I think you like wrestle it over onto the ground and you like roll it over and like you have like its arms behind its back, so it's like kind of like wrenched up facing upward, and I just like come like run up right to its head and just drill 3 arrows into its noggin.
Like Legolas and against the cave troll or whatever.
Legolas its ass. Yeah, the Mameluke or Oliphant.
Oliphant.
Yeah, and yeah. I assume it stops squirming sometime.
Yeah, it
eventually.
Its body falls limp, and that means that there is like just limbs just everywhere.
Yeah, this guy's the worst ragdoll.
He takes out his Wayblade and just chops up the limbs and spreads them
I
across
think
the
this
room.
is what he means by the crabs, because crabs have lots of legs.
I don't think I'm going to look far into it.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
I don't really like looking at it even once.
Yes.
That thing's gross.
Suppose that we have invisible things to be concerned about now as well.
Is this a Shub-Niggurath?
I don't think so. I think we took it on a bit too easily for it to be some sort of dark tapestry being of its apparent magnitude.
Well, he fucked the floor up, and I find that very rude.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to unfuck it up.
Does the floor stay fucked up after he dies?
I believe it would.
It'll be fucked for a few hours still.
Okay. Well, I don't proceed further into the room unless he drops anything like on his person that it's noticeable.
Yeah, literally fuck this room.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Looking for anything on his person that he might have dropped. But
I'm just gonna look around the room, give it a little once over from
He dropped all of the legs.
where I'm standing.
He vomits 100 platinum pieces on this edge.
Just like a monster in Dark Souls or Dead Space, you have to stomp it to get the loot out of it.
Fucking stomping. You gotta do it like 6 times.
That's what Plea did. He just stomped it to pieces like fucking Dead Space.
Gosh.
That's what you get for being ugly.
He proceeds down the hall.
Man, I feel bad about that one. I fucked that combat up real bad.
Dude, you know what? Like,
I mean, that was your third one tonight. There's only so much you can prepare for.
Yeah, I know.
Stat blocks of monsters can be weird. So, like, I would not be surprised if you had just completely missed this 15-foot reach this dude had.
Yep.
Dude, the thing that I've learned is, like, when you fuck up a combat like that and, like, something like this happens, just fucking, like, roll with it. I'm just like, all right, I'm just going to make this funny, I guess, because it's fucking over. Like,
Yep.
without a lot of retconning, this shit.
But
this
That's
is
pretty much where I was
game
too. And
death
Whitney was
match,
like,
dog.
"But he has this ability." I'm like, "No, he's fucked. Like he
No.
can't do anything."
well, that's
Yeah.
the
Flea
thing.
has
even
shut
that
him
rule-
down completely.
Nice
Yeah.
job,
Well, that was the
Play.
thing, though. Is even with
Completely.
Please grapple, you could
I
argue
got that.
it's possible he couldn't be grappled because you can compress him to an eighth of his size, and only at that point is he squeezing. So he just squishes through anything.
I mean, if that were the case, though, they would specifically say in his defenses, immune to grapple.
Right.
And they did
Don't
not do
call
that.
out.
Right.
Yeah.
well,
But I was just saying, like, it's a
That-
way.
Yeah.
it seems like they just wanted to add that creature because, like, that room was not good for him. That
So
was
Yeah,
a
but-
tiny room.
No,
There are
is that
some.
it would have
is
been
that a
good because he had
Ithopla?
15-foot reach, right? So if you try to come near him, you have to go through spikes, and he can hit you before you get to him.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
It's a
Yeah.
pretty good room for him. I just botched it by forgetting that he had reach and just letting people
Yeah.
walk up to him.
It happens.
But it's all good. You guys fucking shut his ass down, which probably would have happened anyway. You just got out with less damage taken, really.
Woo!
I'm fine with.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Please grappling has come in very handy for you guys so far.
Play, you're amazing.
Handy.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha
It
ha.
only took 9 levels to become super useful, guys.
I mean, that's
Worth
just not
it.
true. Monks are good all the time. But, so, we can hit like 1 or 2 more rooms. There's no, like,
It doesn't look like this. Looks like water right ahead of me.
yeah,
So this like
it sure does.
okay. Maybe we'll just do these last. Is there anything in
I
this
don't have
room
a
below me?
bedtime, so whatever you guys want to do.
It looks like there is another lens. Like you can kind of see through the water in there with your ion stone. It looks like the entire room is flooded. And then beyond that looks like another barrier. But you did not see that one when you were outside.
Oh, well, I still have my helmet on.
Yeah.
So I walk into it and look around.
And roll initiative.
No. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so the room is, it looks like it's just kind of like an airlock almost. There's just a bunch of water in here, and you can see that the surface of the outer field, I guess you would call it, force field, it looks like there is some kind of, almost like an image of rock being displayed almost on the outside. So you think that it's probably very difficult to see from outside this place.
Gotcha. Do I see like if I swim up here? Do I see anything like projecting that image, or is it just like
No, it
I
appears
see
to be
that
the
there's an
field
image?
itself. It's just kind of
Oh,
built
gotcha. So
in.
like this this thing is.
And
looks
just
like
outside there, you can see the body of the devilfish you defeated earlier, just sort of floating just above the bottom.
Okay. Well, I return to my comrades and sign that this looks like an airlock, and that the reason we didn't see the door from the outside is there's rocks being like that outer thing looks like rocks.
Some sort of camouflaged entrance.
That's clever.
Do you wonder if maybe some of these are concealing something? Be showing us.
Well, I think we've entered all of them so far, except.
Have we gone in these little rooms? I didn't think we'd gone in.
I think we just looked at them.
I went in.
They're all going to be basically the same as the one Plea went in earlier.
Yeah. I pop in, check it out.
Yeah, there's lights changing in here, softly fading in and out, like almost like a breathing effect. The humming has subsided, and the room is definitely very neatly carved. It's not in any like geometric shape that people would normally carve it into, but it does appear to be some kind of multi-sided polygon shape.
It's a D20.
It is not a dodecahedron. No.
Okay, well.
What about an icosahedron?
It doesn't have equal geometric sides. but there is like it is very much a polygon shape.
Tetrahedron?
Stop it.
A fuctrahedron?
A dodecahedron?
All right, moving on.
That was the stereotypical nerd, like, I cast magic missile at the darkness lab.
I think I
You've
go all
never
the way
seen
back
the Dead Ale
to the fork we
Yeah,
took
that's
earlier.
what I think. Yep.
Yep. That seems to be
Yeah,
the way
Havelock's like,
forward.
actually, turns out, fuck that whole wing.
Yeah, we should have
Luckily,
just
we've got-
gone down
in
there
our
entirely.
In our true fashion, we are apparently clearing this whole fucking place out.
Completionists.
Yeah.
Through and
Yes.
through.
We got that pearl and the ring.
Mm-hmm.
All that
We don't know
experience,
what they
guys.
do.
Things
For
like
what
that.
they're worth.
All that experience.
Perhaps, Mr. Plea, you and I ought to venture ahead.
Plea nods and sneakily investigates the next room. Do
Yep.
you want to roll my
Very
stealth, or
well,
should
then
I?
I suppose I
Go
can
yourself.
muster up another, and I put my hands together, and I
Crash,
hold one
crash,
out.
crash, crash.
Plea signs as he's going stealthy to everyone in the party not to move or make a sound unless Ilix or Professor Lorimore indicates.
You hear the
Havelock-
scraping of me cleaning my gun, stop and go, huh?
Havelock nods, and you just hear him go, no, he's just holding his breath.
And then
make a
Plea
sound.
proceeds into the room.
Okay, let me see
Oh,
how far you can
it's
see.
a bit- Oh, it's already a bit spicy. I put my hand on Plea's arm as soon as I see these things.
Yeah, they appear to be engaged in some sort of ritual or prayer, perhaps. But that's not what you actually see first. The corridor widens into a large cavern here. To the northeast stands a statue carved of green and black stone depicting a nightmarish creature that is neither fish, nor eel, nor octopus, yet contains features of all three and more. The walls around the statue have been decorated with hundreds of varieties of inlaid shells and pieces of strange reddish gold, amid symbols carved into the rock. To the southwest, which is what you see first, there is a small pedestal atop which a grime-encrusted mace sits.
Who's ready for some sushi?
Plea, as Ilix stops him, signs to Ilix as like, what do you see?
There are several of the scum creatures, apparently the ones with the devices in their head around the here.
And also this guy.
And another one seems to be perhaps a more high-ranking member. There looks to be a mace on that pedestal over there.
Plea signs, do you think I should try to go grab it?
Yes, I'll watch your back. And I'll get into position. And ready.
Okay, I will roll some
Havelock leans over to Leopold and he goes, They didn't sneak very far.
Yeah, we're like 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Cool. I have a light on me. I'm going to put away my Iron Stone. Ilix is close to me.
Oh, I assume that you already had.
Can I read what Plea's signing?
Not
when he
unless you have a
signs
light source.
Well, he has a light source.
He put it out.
He just put it out.
For sneaking.
Can I? What I'm saying is, did Havelock hear what you guys just said to each other?
I would think you'd hear Ilix.
We were whispering to each other.
But
you're not very far away.
Yeah, I know. We're only like 10 feet away.
Havelock just kind of holds up his hand, and he just like signs invisibility? Question mark.
Plea sneaks back to.
Yeah, Ilix gives you a big hand,
and nods profusely.
I hear you going like, should I try to sneak in there and grab it? And Havelock's like, just saying, there is a thing that I'm
capable of doing.
The fact that you didn't run up and slap Lorimer on the ass and turn him invisible as soon as you had the thought shows great character.
I was gonna do it.
Amazing growth.
I was gonna do it originally, but I was like, well, you know what? They have so much stealth. Yeah, I will cast invisibility on each of you.
Cool. And I will go up to the pedestal quietly and grab the mace.
I will keep an eye on these guys, and if they seem to take any interest in what's going on here, like try to go see what's going on, I will drill the first one of them that heads that way.
So far, they are still looking at the statue. The two scum are kneeling, and the larger kind of fat guy is waving some sort of smoking implement around.
As I approach the mace. Wow. So, is this the mace? I guess is the question.
It's difficult to tell. Whatever it is encrusted in quite a bit of just like ocean stuff. There's barnacles on it. There is
goop everywhere.
There's goop on it. It's
I know when we first heard of it, like we established that like if we saw it, we might be able to.
It's in the vague shape of a mace. And you know you're down here looking for one.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna bring up my bag of holding next to it and just like
probably
open
some
it
other
and slide the mace in so it looks like it just like vanishes. Like I pick it up slightly so it's not making noise, but and so now it's in the bag of holding. So hopefully they did not notice that, and I will return.
No, I'm just kidding.
Alarm spells. I will return to...
That was really good.
That's amazing.
There's just a little scum sitting on a shelf above you. That's his whole job is to watch the mace.
He has like a red rock. He has like a red rock and a blue rock, and he'll start going back and forth.
Oh my god!
It's a red iron torch and a blue iron torch. So he just like grabs one and lets it go and grabs one and lets it go.
Oh man, that was something else.
I return back to everybody.
Yeah, sure.
And well, I'm still invisible, so they don't know that I'm here. And I reach out and I grab Havelock's hand and Ilix's hand, and I pull out the mace and put it in their hands, so it should no longer be invisible.
Oh,
Genesis, you mean?
Yes, I meant Genesis.
It's a mace of
if
alarm.
Yeah, we might have a hard time finding each other.
Yeah.
Chris?
You will need to clean it off somehow.
Prestidigitation.
Havelock looks up to where he thinks Plea is, then looks down, and I think he pulls his like cloak up and begins like very like carefully polishing off this mace.
You can think of it like thick dried mud.
Okay.
It's like there's gonna be a lot of like chipping away. Really.
Yeah. Well, he's very delicate, or as delicate as he can be, considering what he thinks this might be.
Sure. And it doesn't take you too terribly long, but it is probably like a 5-minute endeavor to break away enough mud from the top, from the head of the mace, to make out the raven's head.
Ooh.
Oh god, why would someone make a Keurig mace? That thing must be awful.
Auto nat 1.
It is a god-powered mace for clerics.
And Ilix, upon seeing the mace, you are going to have a flashback for Ilix. Sorry?
I'm not with them. I'm
so confused.
Okay. So you haven't looked back at all? And
No,
heard,
I'm
the
keeping an eye on
gasping?
these guys.
Okay.
I'm assuming that whatever it is isn't as important as making sure these guys don't come.
All right, then I'll let the scene play out.
Yep.
So yeah,
Um,
you identify this as the Raven's Head Mace.
He just starts screaming.
Cool. What
How-
does that do? Okay.
Start fangirling immediately.
Yeah. Like both the Pharasman like just
Yeah. I think the first thing that Havelock would do, I don't know how Xenesis reacts, but Havelock would take a knee and do the spiral and say, thank you, Mother, for your guidance. I'm trying to think of like what else he could say about it, because I think he's going to stand up and look it over and whisper to Xenesis, an artifact this important we thought lost for so long, but to finally have regained it again, if this is indeed the real thing, it was wielded by one of the last Ustalavian king. And he kind of handles it with like extreme care, and then he looks up and he holds it out to Xenesis, and he says, I think that I can think of no one better suited than a cleric of Pharasma to wield it in her name.
Oh my.
We might have to give you a few lessons.
Maybe.
But
Don't know how much Yeah,
I'm just sitting
I
there
think
like
Okay. Out of character. This is a fucking amazing weapon that you should absolutely be using
it's
every single
super good, and it is tailor made for Pharasmic clerics.
okay. 'Cause
So
gonna...
yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
because
It doesn't benefit anything other than clerics.
Okay, because I was gonna say,
It's
well,
channel
maybe
energy.
we should just put it away for now, and then I can examine it when we're not in such a stressful situation.
Yeah. I mean, it's got it's a +3 undead bane heavy mace. So like it's
Wow.
it's
You
just
don't know
good.
that,
Right.
Really. Yeah.
No.
You know
but
it's
Unless
very
you-
powerful.
overall
you could
it's very
identify
good.
it, maybe.
Well, I
Yeah.
just
Actually,
rolled
no, you
religion.
can't.
I mean,
but like
Maybe
Oh.
spellcraft.
just
Yeah.
watch
actually, let me roll this.
Oh, it's better.
So
Like,
you guys know it's very powerful. Xenesis might have got
Xenesis
it.
might.
It is caster level 20.
Yeah.
So spellcraft I think is 15 plus.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible
Yeah.
for our party to identify it.
Yeah.
No. Within a nat 20 if he was being generous, maybe.
Yeah.
But
hmm
Like
So
Leopold,
you know
like,
it's
watching
very
this.
powerful, and you know
Yeah.
that it is described in your ancient texts as always having been wielded by clerics. It's never really been wielded by anyone other than clerics. Even though there are
Right.
other ranks to the clergy, only clerics have ever used this weapon.
yeah, and all of the lore like surrounding it is about clerics using it. It's not an inquisitorial. And I think that like the Inquisitor Order is probably maybe like a little dirty. Like this is from Pharasma's bosom. Like this
Yeah.
is the real shit.
This is a gift from a god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, casting a caster level 20
I mean,
item.
it's literally in parentheses says minor artifact.
Yeah, it
So-
is. It's
Yeah.
super good.
So
Oh well,
Lorimer,
speechless.
I guess at this point, Lorimer probably hearing you all talking about it and Plea not coming back, seeing that these guys apparently have have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Nope, they rolled shit. So
Comes back and say, "Is that it? Is that what? Is that the mace?"
Well,
So you guys like
A disembodied
yeah.
voice
How that
says from
works?
behind you.
Ilix, you actually stop mid-sentence as your eyes fall onto the mace. You have a bit of a moment.
Okay.
You see your village elder handing the mace to Ilian, who is on his knees and wearing ritualistic robes. And when you have this flashback, your insanity is cured, and you also have a dream. This dream is something that Ilix would have had the entire time she's been suppressed by the professor. So I'm going to add something to your journal now.
Okay.
And I will let's jump down a channel, and I will read it to you, and then you can decide what to do with this information.
Okay, just so I can clarify that down there.
Yep.
All right.
Howdy doody.
E.
What was your question?
Oh, I wanted to say, so right now, like whenever I come out of this, I will be Ilix.
Yes.
Okay. And how is that, like, insanity's like cured?
Yep. You're
or
going to be back
just...
up to full sanity points.
Okay. Cool.
And you'll be armed with this dream because you will have literally just come out of it.
Okay.
So
will my character like fall down?
As far as you're concerned, you went to sleep that night, had this dream, and woke up here.
Okay.
You'll have an echo of like the Ilian memory as well.
Okay.
That's kind of like when you were coming to.
Okay.
But other than that, totally up to you. I super don't care.
Okay.
You can play it however you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So you stretch out and let out a yawn. Light from the sunrise crosses your face and rouses you from your slumber. You sit up and clear your head for a moment, hoping for a glimpse of beauty to start your morning. But wait, where is the sun? The whole sky is a strange milky brown like bright light through a bottle of ale. How did I get here, you wonder out loud. Where is here? You start walking along the beach as frustrating hours of ignorance go by. The whole world seems off somehow, almost as if you had vertigo or hit your head. There are no landmarks or trees. There's only grass and water for miles. You look up the hill you've been walking along. There isn't a mountain. I suppose I could try to get a better view. You start up the hill, and to your amazement, you're at the top a mere 5 minutes later. And that's when your heart sinks lower than you've ever felt. The world curves away from you faster than it should. The horizon is wrong. More importantly, the hill isn't a hill at all. It's a very tiny island in the middle of a vast spherical sea. What the fuck is going on? You shout to no one. At that very moment, what can only be described as a giant fingerprint makes its way across the sky. Then you remember it all. The frightened little girl handing you her rock before you picked her up. We need to get these people out of here, you remember saying. And then there was teeth. The horrible teeth inside of your neck. You can feel the bite marks even now. Wait, shouldn't I be dead? You fall to your knees as the realization takes hold. Pharasma, the words escape you. Please help me.
Okay.
Yep. And
shit.
that is in your journal now.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yep. We'll pop back up.
Okay.
A lich, they have like their own specific set of like requirements to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's likely that the Raven's Head is a part of the ritual that the Whispering Way needs to resurrect the Whispering Tyrant.
Or at the very least, they want to prevent it from stopping them.
And the scum have it in their possession. We don't know why. They just have it.
Well, it appears that this guy had stolen it or recovered it, and he was going to make a deal with the Whispering Way at Undiamede House, but then some problem with the scum, whatever happened at Undiamede House, where shit went wrong, caused it to be lost and taken down here.
Wow.
Which, to be perfectly frank, is probably a very safe place for it.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
So anyway, we're back, and you guys will have heard basically Ilix talking as Professor Lorimore, and mid-sentence, he'll stop, and obviously you can't see him, but he went kind of catatonic for a second. So let's jump into that and play that out, and I think that'll be a good place to put a pin in it.
So you hear like the sound like a grunt of pain, and then sort of like the sound of a body like hitting the wall and sliding, and like what? Where are we?
Wait.
Where
So that's
are we?
in Ilix's voice, and I hear that, correct?
Yep.
Cool.
But you're invisible.
I go to the square where I hear the noise.
Lee, what's going on?
And I run up to Ilix, because you can't see me either. Or I run up to the square and I start feeling around until I find like Ilix's foot.
What's who's?
That's
And then once I find Ilix's foot, I reach up to her and hug her.
Easy. Ilix? It's. I think I put invisibility on you and Plee. That's. I think Plee.
Invisible? Why?
Something.
Why can't I? Where are we?
We might want to take a step back into the tunnel.
Yeah. Wow. Probably a lot to catch you up on. You had a rough time back at Undiamede House, and
yes, I recall that.
I think your brain took a little bit of a break.
A vacation, you might call it.
Yes, we were.
What do you mean?
Well,
you thought you were the professor.
Yes, you seem to think you were Professor Lorimore.
That's
for about 2 days.
That's ridiculous.
It's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty insane.
Which is why it's ridiculous. Keep in mind that you are now just waking up in a tunnel filled with angry fishmen and God knows what else we've.
That's utterly preposterous. How much did I have to drink that night?
I think you and Plee shared a bottle.
I elbow where Plee.
I don't mean to be indelicate, but we are in the middle of the scum dungeon, several leagues below the sea right now, and there are some just in that other room there. So very glad to have you back. This is a very inconvenient time for it, but I'm quite happy to see you're returning to your senses.
No, it must have been the alcohol. I tend to carry on a bit whenever I have had a bit too much.
Havelock just
I'm sure that's all it was.
Havelock looks over at Leopold and Zenith says like, I don't know, like what do we do?
Well, reason or not, we need your help. There's still things we can explain this.
Can't if we got the item, can't we just leave? If this is presumably the item.
Can we leave these things here? I don't think I could.
Well, I don't suppose I would ask Plee if there was anything further that merits our investigation, but he's invisible.
Do we know what's going on down here?
Not a clue.
Havelock holds his hand out and he says, "Please tap once for no, two for yes."
That makes noise. He can't do that.
What was the question?
Well, squeeze.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can also tap on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay. I felt like the rock.
Leave. If we stay, we're gonna kill creatures. I'm presuming.
Is there a reason? Is there any reason we should proceed onward? A further passage down the tunnel, perhaps?
He actually reaches into the bag and pulls out his notepad and just writes a note real quick.
We owe it to Crew.
What do we owe to Crew?
We owe that we end this shit like we told him.
I forget that storyline. It's been a month and a half.
His sister was taken for the fostering. She is more than likely very dead. And was probably raped by fishmen.
Also, the mayor is missing.
And the mayor.
Oh
is
yeah.
And also
John Mayer.
The Dark Rider is presumably down here somewhere. And he may have
Fuck that
information
guy.
about where the Whispering Way ran off to.
Right.
Please sign.
Or is-
There's a lot of, or he doesn't sign. He writes on the paper. There's a lot of loose ends to tie up, and then he like makes bullet points. There's like the mayor, the rider, all of the shit that we need to find for Kroon. Since he's helping us, perhaps we should stay. And then he just drops the note on the floor, and all of a sudden a note appears.
Yeah. Havelock nods. He says, "All right, guess I'm about to go crusade. Here I go crusading again."
Please holds up his hand to stop
In the name of God.
Havelock and sign and writes on another sheet. Perhaps since I'm still invisible, I can get into better position before you go.
Yes. Give me a moment. I think my head's clearing.
Yeah, and I tell Havelock to like wait 30 seconds.
Havelock says, "Very well, I have an idea," and he holds the Raven's Head mace out and he just like touches Ilix with it. He's like, "Did that do anything?"
It's a very fine implement, but I.
Oh, okay. I don't. Look, I know this is.
I've seen this before.
Have you?
In the forest.
Please write on another sheet of paper. Perhaps we can save this story for after we kill these guys.
Yes.
Right. Murder first, questions later. Glad you two are engaged. Let's go kill these fish.
Wait, whoa! You cut off. There was a hard F, and then there was a blank.
I would actually suggest that we play this out because I don't want to have another combat tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it would be better and easier to remember if we wrap this up now because it's flowing. So
that's fine.
Yeah.
I was just like the invisibility of the timer, so like I don't know how long.
10 minutes.
I'm not going to punish you for it.
Yeah, you got time.
I saw the elders in the forest. They had that mace. It was a ceremony. They gave it to Ilian.
You're telling me that the elves had the Raven's Head mace and gave it to your friend in a ceremony?
Yes,
For what purpose?
Well, they did defend their area from undead. Perhaps it was his weapon given to him to do that?
Havelock kind of grinds his teeth, I think. I mean, the elves are reviled in Ustalov in part because they didn't take part in the resistance of the Whispering Tyrant in the first place. And now they're holding onto this pharasmic icon from, like, our goddess. And they're, like, giving it, like, passing it around between each other to defend their home territory. Like, that's so fucked.
I don't know the nature of what I saw, but it definitely passed through our lands. There was something else. A beach, a shrouded sky. The world was twisted around me. It was like some god had put their fingerprint in the sky, and I was helping a little girl. She handed me a rock, and I was trying to get them out of there, and I think she bit me in the. I was asking for a pharasma, but that doesn't make any sense.
Is this a memory or a vision?
It was like a dream that I had upon waking, expecting to wake up in that inn, but instead found myself here.
I wonder. And Havelock looks to Xenesis and he says, do you suppose that what Ilix was experiencing while Professor Lorimore was here was her own experience during that time? Some sort of psychic connection?
Could be. I could be, but I don't have enough knowledge in that area.
We'll have to speak to a psychologist.
I would think that some of the details of Ilix's dream might ring a bell to Havelock.
A beach, a stone, and a girl that bit her.
A little girl that bit her.
Oh. That bit Ilix. You were looking for Pharasma?
No, I remember the teeth. She tore at me and bleeding, and I called out for Pharasma. Pharasma, please help me, I said.
What did this girl
It's-
look like?
Yeah. What did she look like?
She was a little human girl.
When she bit you,
I only remember the teeth.
she didn't look like it wasn't a little girl's teeth.
I don't think a little girl could do that.
Think that you dreamed of a child cannibal. That was
her mouth stretched like a snake's does.
Yeah, Havelock kind of reels back, I think, when she says that, and probably
Your
looks visibly shaken.
Sister. Did I dream I was your sister?
In this dream, where were you?
I was walking along a beach for hours, it seemed like. It was just grass and water, and there was a hill running along it, and I tried to get to the top of it to see better. But when I got to the top, the world bent strangely. The horizon was wrong. It was too curved. It was like I was on a very small island on a great sphere of water. And then like some scarring like a fingerprint on the sky. And then the little girl handed me her rock.
A rock?
Yes.
What kind? A regular rock?
I think so. She handed me a stone, a small black stone.
What was it made of? Was it an onyx stone?
I believe so. Or obsidian, perhaps?
Onyx stones are a reagent in necromancy.
Yes, for
And
creating undead.
my sister was killed by a child cannibal, but the beach, the fingerprint in the sky, none of that makes any sense to me.
Nor I.
And
Does it
besides,
mean
when my
anything to-
sister was murdered, I was there. I saw it happen. Doesn't sound like what you've described.
Could it have been her soul?
I don't know.
Perhaps I saw some other vision of her. Maybe I saw what she saw after she departed this world.
Havelock just shakes his head. He says, "No, that can't be. I buried her myself. I performed all the rites. She would have gone to the boneyard, just as all the swan songs do after our time is over."
Unless they planned otherwise.
I know I felt sadness and confusion, isolation in a way that I've not ever really experienced until I was exiled.
If what you're saying is true, that would mean that my sister would have been targeted years ago. For what purpose? No. Impossible. Impossible. That can't be.
Happened to me, Havelock.
I can only tell you what I saw.
Are there any other details?
I know I didn't know where I was whenever I woke up. And she's like visibly like rubbing her neck, like on a certain
Invisible?
spot. Yeah. Well, I guess she is invisible, so never mind.
Yeah.
You hear the sound of rustling.
Where were you bitten in this vision?
On the neck.
Havelock just stops and just like leans against the wall, and I think he looks up. And I think he speaks in the language that you guys have only heard him use when he's casting spells. That I'm not translating right now.
I hear some typing going on to God.
I wouldn't worry about it. This is just the sound that Havelock's brain makes.
It's a fucking typewriter. Ding!
Yep.
I'd believe that there's like a little tiny man with a typewriter in Havelock's head instead of a brain.
Every once in a while, he has to put his finger in his ear to push the paper back in.
Yeah. Ka-ching! You just hear he just grabs his ear and pulls, and it just goes ka-ching! And yeah, he looks up and he says, Mamwe Kontir. Are you certain it was on the neck?
Yes.
The whispering...
I still feel it now.
Whispering Way has involved Gabby.
It's involved all of us.
He just grips the blade or the handle of his greatsword. You probably hear his knuckles popping. And he says, Plea, I'm ready to go crusading again, so whatever it is you've got planned, you'd better do it now.
Cool. And then Plea, hearing that, just like taps like 5 like fingers on Havelock's chest like 5 times to tell him like 25 seconds. And goes and stands in a sneaky position.
Okay.
Did you just walk over to him?
I'm invisible.
Yeah, you said.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think
Right,
that's
right.
where we'll put a pin in it for next time.
That was really good.